Oh shit, big ups. We even got fucking Keck in here.
No, you dumb bitch,
Very
it
nice.
wasn't fraudulent.
Very nice indeed.
Why?
Urban Phil tipped $1.
Oh, people
Do you
love
see
this
how many
video.
rap videos I was in, dude? I'm down with every set. I got so much street cred growing up on the mean streets of Connecticut.
No, you dumb
Thank you for
bitch,
the
it
dollar.
wasn't fraudulent.
Urban Phil.
Why?
And
Anonymous tipped $1.
for a
How
punch
sad
early.
is it that detractors have gotten more use out of Dark's green screen than he has?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It would be so fucking easy for him to put it in OBS, just to kind of dump it over OBS like I have it. It takes no effort. You download the video, you hit media like one time, and then you load a thing in. He couldn't do it, dude. He would get a copyright strike, obviously. I like how these area law videos still profit. Poor area law. But this is Ask the King, episode 13, June 2nd, 2011, part 1. Obviously a classic. It's the oldest one I was able to find. DSP answers fan questions for the first time in a month, and for the very first time on DSP Gaming. So this is obviously a landmark episode because the Q&A should be on the gaming channel because reasons. You know what I mean? Sure, he had a vlog channel, but that would have been stupid. So he put it on game channel. We have no timestamps because DSP was hard work in 2011. We don't even have a title giving us any information. You have to watch the whole video. But don't worry, it's only 25 minutes long. And I don't think a part 3 exists because I looked this up multiple times. I guess I could try again. Yeah, part 3 don't exist. Just 1 and 2. So he was really he was really working hard then. Let me see, do I have an echo? Am I about to get an echo? I was about to get an echo. Finally, I think about it ahead of time. I mean, obviously we got all of this hot content right now, but you know, it is, it is. Mail, motherfucker?
Mail, motherfucker!
Yep. Okay. Okay, there we go.
What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the June 2nd, 2011 edition of Ask the King. This is episode 13.
It
I'm
looks,
DSP, and this will actually be the very first episode of Ask the King appearing on
Cowboyish.
my channel,
I got the
DSP
wrong chat here, too.
Gaming,
This
on
bug, dude.
YouTube. Previously, I put these up on the King of Fate HD when that used to be my vlog channel. But
I don't know
now
why the hell
this
I'm
one is
buffering
really
now. I was
defunct.
able to
There's
stream
no
on
reason to
Mix
put
and
stuff
everything
over there,
perfectly
considering
fine.
99% of the people who follow me are now following me on DSP Gaming,
what
so
this
all
is.
new footage is going to be going up on DSP Gaming. Okay, so I
actually
lots
have
of
no idea
questions.
what the fuck you're
I
talking about
apologize,
in this.
first of all, that it took so long for
I just
me
wanted
to
to
make
watch
this
the oldest
episode.
one I
There
could
was a
find.
lot going on this past month, including me going on trips, getting a new gaming PC, just trying to finish up multiple games, and I got caught up in it and didn't have a chance to do one of these. So I'm happy to now be able to jump in and do a new episode. So let's get started. I've got lots
Look at
of
him rocking
questions to
side to
answer, and
side.
some of these are pretty good. The very first question here is from the Saint Aquarius, and he asks, Dear Phil,
Dear
now that you've had a
Phil.
lot of time playing the next generation of fighting games, meaning Street Fighter 4, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Mortal Kombat 9, etc., what do you personally think? Do you think that today's fighting games are going in the right direction or the wrong direction? Also, do you feel that they are tournament worthy? Or that maybe we should...
Hey, somebody on YouTube got the weird notification. How loud is that?
Random Tevin fan
It could be
951
louder.
tip $10.16. Hey Tenon, this tip is just to make the Twitter detractors angry, because it is my money, and I decide how to butterfly or spend it. I work a puppy 9/5 to be able to do that. To pay for thoughts cosplay sets and give to random streamers on the internet.
What? What? What?
Jay tipped $50.01. Imbalance so hard like the mayor, imbalance so hard like the mayor, yay yay.
Let's see here. Thank you, Jay, for the huge $50 tip. You're obviously the tip leader. I don't think anyone's gonna beat you, but thanks, man. And thanks also, Random Tevin fan, for $10.16. Really appreciate the kind messages, man. And the huge tips. We've barely even started the stream. Pretty cool of you guys.
should go back to classics like Super Turbo. I've talked about this in the past. I guess I should talk about it a little more now that we played more fighting games this year. Actually,
I noticed it earlier. Okay, that was about to be terrible. Hold on. There we go.
This was a pretty big year for fighters. You had Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Mortal Kombat 9. Basically both kind of rebooting the series.
Like Drake.
I was about to be
Kanji
bad.
underscore Moonstar tipped $3.33. Big ups for the Blackpink. Was very sad I missed the Mixer stream.
Yeah, thank you for the 333. Kanji Moonstar.
No, Marvel vs. Capcom 3
That
had
hot
been waiting
soul
over a
request.
decade to
The
even
best
get that
music.
game. And Mortal Kombat 9 going back to
I'm
more
sure
of
Kat
the
enjoyed
old school gameplay of the games from the 90s and ignoring all of the gameplay of the Mortal Kombats from the 2000 era. What do I think? Unfortunately, I think I have to say that my honest opinion is they've gone in a direction which is very smart business-wise, but not very smart gameplay-wise or quality-wise.
DSP's
they
gourmet
made these
opinion on fighting games and the state of fighting games in June 2011.
games dumbed down.
We have the business phone behind them. Very nice.
Down forward punch tip $2.
Just a
Look
bunch
at that
of shit all over the
2011's
place.
patchy beard. No grey hairs or 480p camera to blame here. Look at it.
Yeah, it looks
Look
great,
at
dude.
it.
A vape.
He got the sweet cowboy hat.
Phil
Little
Sprinkles tipped
bedazzles going on here.
$4.20. Puff harder. What the joyful is with the lines on his face. He's like an old young robot.
I don't think
lady.
it's Hellline
Tell me to
show,
puff
so
harder
it could have
just
been worse.
Because I donated 4.20, I'll puff as hard as I want.
Puff harder. Thank you for the 420. Another $2 from Downfall Punch.
They've made it. A lot of Marvel vs.
Let's see
Capcom
what we got
players
here.
who were
Some
hardcore Marvel
CDs.
2 players back in the day.
Little bottle of put some alcohol in. You can barely see that. Can I get a cleaner one? Nope, that's the fucking switch. There you go. We got a nice little bottle right here. You know, the little not a bottle, a flask. Very nice. Printer. Who fucking knows what this is? A computer monitor? I don't know. DVD player maybe? Nah. Cable box. What was up with this video? Like the way he used to do Ask the King. This odd
Hate
background.
Marvel 3. And the reason
Then
that
he changed it and it was
they say
even
this
worse.
game is made for people who really don't want to put time into a game to learn how to play it.
And no wonder why
It's
he can't
more
go
of
back to Connecticut. It was terrible
almost
out there.
everything is possible.
Oh, shit,
Almost
Faded
every
Wap,
character
yeah.
has an insanely
Is
long
this a
combo
bug?
that's
No, he
pretty
actually
fairly
is.
easy to learn
Big
and
ups to
execute
Bug
once you
Faded Wap.
practice a little bit.
I'll play it over.
For me, I kind of equate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 to X-Men vs. Street Fighter. Now, this was the very first versus game from back in the 90s where you could tag in and out. And the reason a lot of people don't like that game is because almost every single character has an infinite combo and or broken strategy in the game that's really easy to do and basically makes the game a one-hit game over. Meaning, if I throw you once with Cyclops, chances are you're dead. The entire round or the entire game is lost. And
He looks a lot more cowboyish now.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3, unfortunately,
There you
seems
go.
to be turning out like that. Like, wow, okay, I got one random hit or one random move. I fooled you once. Here comes a fucking 100% combo, and now you're screwed because I killed the most important character on your
Lance
team.
Johnson tipped
On the flip side of that,
$4.20.
some people say that X
Puff
Factor
harder. He
kind
looks
of
like a
cheapens the
bulldog.
game because you were a really good player, and okay, you landed that 100%
He
combo.
do look a little. Man, the audio for these too. Ugh. He do look a little like a bulldog, dude. But let me, Jesus Christ, let me play this thing out. There's so much bass behind it.
Crownless King tipped $17.38. Yeah baby, is Kaka never going to evolve? I think he's gained enough experience watching Dave.
Sally, I'm still waiting. One day.
Uh-oh, here comes the character.
One
He
day.
uses X
Maybe
Factor, and now all of
2020.
a sudden he's super powerful.
Probably
He
not.
can kill your whole team in 2 seconds. And
Maybe
that's
we
like
can
kind of a scrub's assist,
God.
so to speak. If you're not good at the game, just be good with one character, have him come in and use X Factor, and all of a sudden you have a chance.
I thought he liked
to win
Marvel
again.
though before
So
3
there's a
came
lot of
out.
reasons why serious tournament competitors are disliking Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Now, on the same vein, Mortal Kombat 9, when it first came out, a lot of people thought it was pretty good, but now here we are about a month into serious gameplay, maybe a month and a half, and people have found these insanely long broken combos, like Kung Lao. I mean, Kung Lao undoubtedly is the best character in that game. He has a spin move that goes through most other moves in the game, and if you hit it, you get a gigantic combo that is very easy to execute, and pretty
These
much,
details,
you know,
though.
he has the EX, his X-ray move has you know, super armor on it, meaning it beats almost everything or cancels out the hits from anything else, and it also leads into a giant combo. So a lot of people are complaining that that game makes no sense. Why did you make a game where you went back to the original Mortal Kombat gameplay, which was a really good choice, but then all of a sudden they gave everyone these gigantic fucking combos that take 50% or more damage, and it's like, what the hell?
Gigantic fucking combos.
Were they thinking? So, if you want my honest opinion, yeah, I'm sorry, and I hate to say this, but being an aficionado of the classic Street Fighters, being a person...
Oh, an aficionado.
Yeah,
Holy
I'm sorry,
shit.
and I hate to say this, but being an aficionado of the classic
Pretty
Street
cool.
Fighters, being a person who's been around since the day Street Fighter 2 was launched, that was really the first day I played a fighting game, Super Turbo really is a better game than all these new games that are coming out. It's, even though it might not be super balanced, it's still a fun game at high levels. Every character can win. There's still stuff to this day. The game's been out for more than 15 years, and to this day, things are still being discovered in the game, gameplay-wise, matchup-wise, and new tactics are being found, and new strategies are being found. And the game doesn't rely on, oh, I hit you once and I get a 100% combo. Now, don't get me wrong, there are touch of death combos in that game, but they're not commonplace. Meaning you have to really make a mistake in order to be hit by one of these combos that finishes the round completely.
Yes, the professional level combos were
commonplace.
commonplace.
I mean, almost every move leads to a giant combo that can rape your whole fucking team. So, it's really ridiculous. It really, they've dumbed down
the
fighting games at this
2011
point.
commentary,
The
I
common
guess.
gamer, not someone who's practicing this game hardcore for months or years on end, but
God
the
damn
very
it, DSP.
common gamer can sit down and just master everything and do these insanely large combos and basically dominate opponents. And again, business-wise, very smart choice because it basically opens the game up to thousands more people who never thought
Now,
about being good
hold
at
on,
fighting
you guys.
before.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I would never say that now. Never, no way would I say that now. But this is in 2011, man. Things are different then. You know what I mean?
And I'm sure they've sold thousands more copies than ever before, but at the same time, on a competitive level, these games really aren't as good. And sure, you might argue, okay, maybe that's true, but why is it that Justin Wong always, you know, tops the charts in these games? Why is it that the same...
Adult16 tipped $3.33. Dave has been choking on Super Turbo's love since 2008.
Yeah, you would think if he liked the love of this game so much, he would have probably gotten better at it. Well, he was pretty good, dude. He won qualifiers. He went to Evo. He got 4th place. Rambo beat him and got to go to Japan. You know what I mean? It's pretty good.
People seem to be doing the best. Keep in mind, those people are playing
Street Fighter 2 is one of the classics, too.
hardcore.
He
Like,
played the
every
real
day they play
version.
the game for hours.
Not
They
that
travel
bullshit the
country
kids
for
play
every
now.
tournament they can't play. They're dedicating their lives to playing these games. Of course, they're going to be the best at them. But what you will find is just under that upper
Didn't DSP
echelon,
dedicate his life
there is
to
a
Street Fighter at one point in
vast
time?
pool of players who never before even played
He wouldn't
fighting
have
games who
didn't
were good
dedicate
at
his
these
life to
games
it.
now.
Come on.
That's really the mark of the proof that these games have been dumbed down to some extent. Now, again, for the common gamer, it's a good thing, and I think that it's great that a common gamer can now play these games.
The
for
common
couple
gamer
hours,
likes to get
and
comboed
also
to
the dawn
death
of the
after
internet.
one
You have to
jab.
understand that back in the day in the 90s,
That
there
don't
were
sound-
no videos on
sound
the
like
internet
nonsense.
of these games where you could watch and learn all these top-tier strategies, these amazingly long
It's funny because they
combos.
say the
Back
same
then, it was
thing
just
now.
either have to
You
learn
couldn't
it for
watch
yourself,
videos then.
see someone pull it off in a tournament environment and try to
There was
emulate
plenty of
what you're
websites
doing,
dedicated to Street
or
Fighter
maybe
stuff
see
back
someone
then,
roll
though.
a fact online, you know, something like this text.
Oh,
You have to
now
try to
we
figure out from the
online.
text
No, you
how the
dumb
fuck
bitch,
that's
it wasn't
The internet has
how
been
Why the
discovered
text
during
lie?
this statement.
Dave the Iceman
Ugh.
tipped $1. What's up with it, my vanilla-faced homies? Just here in the crib chilling with my love
Vanilla-faced
kit and waiting
homies?
for the
Oh,
homie
shit, the
Pecan
Iceman.
to bring me some of that
Big up
Northern
Dave the
California bushwhacker. You know how I do, the name Dark Shooter Phil, and I slam that sweet poon.
It's a very suspicious statement. Thank you for the dollar. And thank you for the 5 from Movie Sign.
tipped $5. Combo, combo,
This
combo,
fucking chat.
combo, 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 combo,
Need to throw
combo,
it away.
combo, combo.
Just fucking sit on the floor.
Tell you timing or anything like that.
I need a chair like that, dude.
So yeah, the dawn of
DSP
the
should
internet
give me one of
also
his old
made
chairs. He
things a
probably
lot
still got this
easier
chair.
for the common person.
He probably don't. I think
So
it's
yeah,
one of
I
his
see both sides of the argument, and I see both. It's a double-edged sword. It's great that these games are now becoming more mainstream and more popular, but at the same time, it's dumbing down the games. And for me personally, I would rather play Super Turbo. I would actually rather play Street Fighter 4 or Super Street Fighter 4 and hopefully Arcade Edition.
Can't say that
comes out in
anymore.
a week. Of course, who knows how bad that's going to be because everyone's it's unbalanced.
You don't want to play Street Fighter 4 now either.
Fighter like that
Feels
than
bad.
play Marvel 3 because Marvel 3 really is just it's a dumb game. It's fun to play.
One
in
of
a
the rare
casual
situations
setting
where DSP
and
wants
just
to do
fuck
something he
around
used to
and,
do
oh, ha, I grabbed you
instead
once
of
and I
just
killed
riding
your
a
whole team. Ha, ha,
cool
it's
thing
fun.
for hype.
But
Big ups.
in a tournament setting, the game really
My
isn't holding
tournaments.
up that well, and I think a lot of people are saying that and seeing that, and it's a shame because Capcom
Yo,
has potential here.
that's
to
that's
really
pretty
make a
good.
great game.
In a tournament setting, you don't think Marvel 3 could hold up, and this was in 2011. If you kind of even almost pay attention to this kind of stuff, you know how long that game stayed around.
Instead, they kind of
Feels
topped
bad.
out and just made a fun game, and that's okay.
It was because
but
of the hype, dude.
Capcom
People like the flashy
infamously makes
colors.
fighting games that are tournament worthy, and this game is kind of turning out to not be this so much. And the same with Mortal Kombat 9. The game is turning out to be an unbalanced mess where every
Sonic
top
Fox
character
winning?
has this
Oh, shit, it was
ridiculous long
2011.
combo,
Who
and
was
it's
winning
why
all
is
the
this
time
game
then?
based around landing one or two combos? Shouldn't it be
Oh.
about basic gameplay, footsies, and things that made a game like Super Turbo popular?
Okay,
So
footsies. I didn't know he
it's a
was even
slippery
saying
slope.
footsies way
I
back then.
see the problems that are happening.
This dude got a
and,
long answer.
I
You would
think
have to pay. You would have to pay $20 and make a forum account for that answer now.
it's a good thing for fighting games in general.
Or give 'em
because they're
100
more
bits here during the
mainstream,
pre-stream.
more popular and more fun. But in a tournament setting,
So there you
it's not a
go.
very good thing.
Thank you for the cheer.
Okay, that was a long answer.
You better take a sip, you fucking sleazy asshole.
Okay. Up next, let's see. Oh, hey DSP. I remembered in the Ask the King video that you said you had a lot of girls that you liked. My questions
What?
are: when you meet that special someone in your life,
I might be able to
will you
watch two of
deep
these.
down right away, or will it take a while
Oh, this is good.
for you to open up and tell her how you feel about her? Second question: which type of girl are you into? Fun-loving,
This is fucking
serious,
great.
snooty, and bitchy. Please don't choose the bitchy girls. Thanks, Heart, DSP, and that. What?
Heart, by the way.
Well, I didn't write down the person's
Heart.
name, but the only thing I have to say to that entire question is, boy, do I hope
I have a wife now, so I have no idea what you're talking about, but thank you for the cheer.
you're a chick, because if you're a dude, that's freaking scary. Okay, that entire question is, boy, do I hope you're a chick, because if you're a dude, that's freaking scary. Oh. Yes, they said that you're a gay boy, and that we're gonna make love to each other tonight.
It's not true.
Wrong. Okay, next question. Okay, there were a lot of people who asked me a common question. Okay, a lot of people.
Come
said,
on,
"Oh,
that would have been a great
I'm a
answer.
machinima director for
Oh
several
man,
months since
I'm
January."
sad
Down
now.
forward punch tipped $1. Hello everyone. I want to fill you in on a discussion that I had on my day off. I talked with Kat and my parents about it and they all three agree with me. You know what I mean? Snort. So I decided to add a Weber gas grill to my wish list. Please buy it, dude.
Of course, the parents agree. Thankfully, the parents would agree. Oh, he should have, when he started his wish list, he should have said, "Fuck it, I'm putting whatever I want to put on it. I do whatever I want to do now." He could have had a grill
Actually,
by
I've been a
now.
director for over a year and a half, but I didn't post anything up until February. And people have said, Phil, the
Knowing
one
him, once
video
he
that
get
you
like
put on
below
Machinima
70, he's
Respawn
gonna
channel,
never want to go outside
on
again.
YouTube
He
was
probably
your
already
Marvel
ain't going
vs. Capcom
outside.
3 Basics tutorial. Why haven't you put any more videos up there? And
70
are you
degrees
planning
is
on
90
putting any more
degrees when
videos
you're
up
in
there?
office.
And the answer
But
is
if
a
it's under
pretty
60,
honest answer, and it might
it's like
surprise some
20.
people, but for those who've been following along, I think you'll understand.
He's like a bugged penguin or some shit.
First of all, the way that Machinima Respawn works is a video goes
Sweet
up.
Street Fighter shirt he got
and
on. I just noticed
especially
it.
on a very popular
Oh, you can't really
weekend,
see it,
there's
though.
a bunch of videos that go up. Okay, your video goes up,
Obviously,
then
it's
half an hour
extremely
later, someone
important.
else's video goes up, and then half an
Street
hour
Fighter
later, someone
2
else's video
Zombies.
goes up. When they
That's
put
what
up
he
our Marvel
is.
vs. Capcom 3 tutorial, it was the very first video they put up that day, and then immediately, like a half an hour later, they put up another Marvel vs. Capcom 3 tutorial by someone else. So the first thing I have to say is, why the fuck would you put two Marvel vs. Capcom 3 tutorials that are directly competing with each other up on the same day on the same channel on Machinima? It makes no sense. Obviously, the one that came out second will be viewed because it was the latest video, okay? So, number one, I don't agree with that practice. I think that practice is stupid, and it made absolutely no sense. Number two, the video only got something like 20,000 views. And why? My theory is very simple. Because number one, someone else put a fucking another tutorial.
Missed the views, finally emerges. Shockingly, it took 11 minutes for Mr. Views to come out.
Tutorial up of the same exact game, and number two, that tutorial was put up second after mine. So obviously, again, if you're looking at latest videos, you're going to go to the latest one, and you're going to ignore the one before it. And oh, this guy went second. Let's watch his. So everyone went and watched this guy's tutorial, and nobody watched.
Everyone went and watched the other guy's tutorial. These excuses for not getting enough views, goddamn.
Mine. So obviously, again, if you're looking at
What if
latest
people
videos,
just
you're gonna
didn't
go to the
fucking
latest
want to watch one at all?
You're going to ignore the one before it, and oh, this guy went second. Let's watch
Holy
his.
shit.
So everyone went and watched this guy's tutorial, and nobody watched mine. And actually, Machinima's contacted me. My contact at Machinima said, "Gee, Phil, are you ever going to put more videos up?" And I
G-Phil.
basically said, "Why? That model of the way that you work that respawn channel doesn't work for
Look
the
how
kind of
fucking
content that
sassy
I
he
put
is
out.
during this
The
too.
kind of content that I put out is episodic, it's constant, it's a bunch of videos at once, it's a fun playthrough. I need exposure, and I'm not getting exposure if you're only putting up my video for a half hour and then you put up another 12 videos that day that slap on top of my video like a stack of flapjacks. It just doesn't make sense. 12 videos that day that slap on top of my video like a stack of flapjacks.
I had to hear that again.
Then you put up another 12 videos that day that slap on top of my video like a stack of flapjacks. It just doesn't make sense. And it's not like, you know, I was featured or anything. Sure, I was the first video that day, but I was quickly shuffled under the rug as 10 other videos came out, and no one really even saw it. And in addition to that, it's kind of funny because the same video, that Marvel tutorial, I put up on my DSP Street Fighter channel, it got over twice the views on my Street Fighter channel than it did on the Machinima Respawn channel.
Holy
so
shit,
what incentive
views.
do I have
Oh,
to put
God.
any videos up on Machinima Respawn?
That was scary.
Zero. There's really no reason for me to ever put anything up over there.
What the hell is this? Oh, a lint roller.
So unfortunately, you know, I did think at one point, gee, maybe I should put all this work into doing the Hateful Truth videos and stuff like that, put it up there. But that model,
The
that they have
Hateful
over there
Truth,
doesn't
my
work.
favorite,
The only real
my
people that
favorite
go to
alt-right
Respawn
review,
are people
review
looking
source.
for a certain kind of video, primarily
The best
FPS
fucking name.
games, okay? And there are other videos over there that have been successful, but they're few and far between. Most people go to the Machinima channels to look for first-person shooter videos, and that's it. They know that if they want to see my kind of video, they go to my channels. Everyone knows that now. It's not like it's some foreign thing. And also, I didn't see any spillover, really, from that video going up on Respawn. I didn't see any significant spillover onto DSP Street Fighter. So for me, there's no real reason for me to put time and effort into making videos for that channel. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Now, this is DSP at its peak. Does Machinima still exist? I think they're doing some form. I forgot what happened to them completely. I think so. They're not completely, like, literally 100% dead, I believe. But this logic is DSP at its fucking peak. It didn't work immediately the
No,
first
you dumb
time,
bitch, it wasn't fraudulent.
so I can never do it again.
Great
Fuck
War
you,
Phil
Machinima.
tipped $1. Hey guys, DSP here.
I'm
As
gonna
you know,
suck
there
your
is
dick for
this
the next
war
6
going
years.
on in Europe. People are dying in trenches.
God.
And because of that my revenue has been cut in half. I'm gonna need your guys' help. Please
Oh,
donate
God.
by telegraphing tips. I get those immediately.
Maybe you could put what can you put on a wish list to help in a normie situation?
No, you
or
dumb
war
bitch,
situation?
it wasn't fraudulent.
Bread.
Dave
DSP should
Cybernel
put bread on
tipped
his wish list.
$1. So
Why
I
doesn't
just
he have
had a
food on his wish list? I
behind-the-scenes
thought he was broke.
conversation with my detractors.
Kappa face.
Thumbs up, they all agree with me. I will be retiring the cowboy hat. It's come to my attention that certain individuals have infested my favorite music genre. And I cannot have them do that.
Nah, dude, he loves that rapper. Come on.
And I'm doing pretty well right now, doing what I'm
He
doing
gave him
on
a
my
shout
own
out
channel,
before.
So, to hell with it. That's my honest answer.
He should wear a cowboy hat during regular
Okay,
streams,
next
like
question.
gaming streams.
Hey Phil, for E3 2010, the main focus was that Sony and Microsoft were pursuing motion controls in gaming. My question is, what is going to be the major focus of E3 this year, and what are you looking forward the most to, and what are your expectations? And that's from XP Sunny D. Well, first of all, I would like to say, ha, I told you so. The focus of E3 last year was primarily on motion controls, and ha, I expectations, and that's from XP Sunny D. Well, first of all, I would like to say, ha, I told you so, XP Sunny D. Well, first of all, I would like to
This
say,
dude is something
ha, I told you so. The focus of E3 last year was primarily on motion controls, and both John Rambo and I agreed it was not
Hey,
going to
Johnny
turn out to
Rambo.
be
Rambo
anything
agreed, by
significant.
the way.
At the time, Sony and Microsoft were like, oh, the PS Move and the Kinect.
What's really the point of him saying that Rambo agreed? We're never going to talk about it with Rambo ever again. Rambo agreed. By the way, Cat agrees with me.
Oh, you are the controller. It's going to
This dude is
revolutionize
something.
gaming. Well, here we are a year later, and it hasn't done jack shit
You know
for
what?
gaming. Okay, it's going to run off for like agreed.
I
The
do need to
focus
clip
of
that,
E3
huh?
last year was primarily on
Yeah. I ought to have working audio for my clips this time.
motion controls,
Yeah,
and
again.
both John Rambo and I agreed it was not going to turn out to be anything.
Both John
significant. At the
John
time,
Rambo and I
Sony
agree.
and Microsoft
By
were
the way,
oh,
Cat
the
agrees
PS
with
Move
me.
and the Kinect. Oh, you are the controller. It's going to revolutionize gaming. Well, here we are a year later, and it hasn't done jack shit for gaming. Okay, there's zero mainstream games using these controls. The ones that tried, like SOCOM or Killzone, didn't do well. And it's actually funny because SOCOM and Killzone both very heavily
Is it a
pushed the
knitting game?
PS Move, but if you actually look at the sales numbers for PS Move in the past 3 months, they're abysmal. They've plummeted. No one is buying the PS Move. So these mainstream games that were supposedly supposed to sell it did the opposite. People actually don't want to buy the
No
PS
one
Move to play
is
with
buying
those
the
games.
PS Move, by the way. No one is buying it. And me and John Rambo agree with each other.
So it's a joke. Last year's E3 was a joke. That's the bottom line. That's why
No,
so
you
many people
dumb
were
bitch. It
disappointed
wasn't
because they
fraudulent.
said, why is it so much about motion control?
WW2 Phil tipped $1. The Jews are going to take over space if we don't stop them. And by the way, Hitler agrees with me.
This guy shall be eradicated.
We want games. That's what we want. And hopefully this year's E3, that's what I'm really hoping they focus on. We're going to see, very good previews of all the games coming out the fourth quarter this year and Mass Effect 3. All these big blockbusters that everyone's been waiting for. Hopefully we'll have a lot of details on the new Nintendo console, now that they're finally giving up on their stupid gimmick Wii, which was a complete fucking waste of time, except for the fact that it made the money because it
Yeah, the Wii was a massive waste of time. It should have never came out, to be honest. Shitty fucking system, dude.
attracted the casual gamer, but now they realized, oh shit, now that the 3 to 4 years of casual gamer money is gone, no one's buying anything for Wii because the system's a piece of shit. So now they have to move to an HD console, which they should have done 3 years ago, but they were so greedy that they fucking just kept focusing on bullshit. Should have done 3 years ago. But they were so greedy that they fucking
No, you
Had to
kept
clip
dumb
that.
focusing
bitch.
on
It wasn't
bullshit.
fraudulent.
And now they're one.
General Love tipped $1.
I might never use
The
it,
year
but that's
is
pretty good.
1775. In Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, David Burnell of Beggington is punicorn around his pamphlet Rainbows. Those mentally ill British are stealing all our ad revenue. With this key dough flowers, our country was able to
The
gain
key-
independence from the king.
Dough flowers. My God. The key document? Now, what bad word is in that? Come.
Wondering, gee, how the hell are we going to get market share back because no one plays the Wii? Pretty funny.
Pretty funny. Except,
So I think everyone's waiting to see what Nintendo's going to do. What rabbit are they going to pull out of a hat? You know what I mean? To get back into the forefront of gaming. And again, I think this year they're pretty much going to throw away motion controls. You're going to see very little to nothing about motion controls. It's going to be primarily focused on games and the sequels that are coming out in the fall and early next year, which, by the way, is what E3 should be about anyway, the games and the software, not about fucking stupid motion peripherals. Okay.
but what if you need the motion to play the games? Oh my God, man.
For everyone saying that I was wrong about the things that I said about Minecraft in the last Ask the King that I did, fuck you,
Fuck
suck
you.
my dick. I don't give a shit about
Great
Minecraft.
clip. Great fucking clip.
For everyone saying that I was wrong about the things that I said about Minecraft in the last Ask the King that I did, fuck you, suck my dick. I said. For everyone saying that I was wrong about
No,
the
you
things that I
dumb
said about
bitch. It wasn't
Minecraft in
fraudulent.
the last Ask the King that I did,
The
fuck
bottom
you,
line tipped
suck my dick.
$1.01. The bottom line is this: I'm not gonna bother telling you the bottom line because you already know the bottom line. Sound good?
Wait. I got you. Sounds good, buddy.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
I don't give a shit. Okay, next
I don't
question.
give a shit.
Hello, Phil. Will you
Fuck
be
you,
using the new live
Minecraft
feature
nerds.
for YouTube partners? I would love to see that panel you were supposed to do at Too Many Games Done There, or even a Super Turbo Rebo stream. Take care, Gregarious85. Now, what Gregarious85...
Poor DSP literally sells signs in Minecraft now. He sells signs in Minecraft every week.
Isn't it ironic that I'm the guy? I look at it as irony. Isn't it ironic?
Nothing he could do.
I was talking about is that YouTube has a new feature of live streaming, and it's been live for about 2 months. Now, there's pros and cons. The pro is that for someone like me, if I wanted to live stream off of DSP Gaming, wow, I mean, already have the viewer base. So it would probably be one of the most...
Could you imagine if he started streaming on YouTube in fucking June of 2011 and didn't instantly give up? Could you fucking imagine? He could have blew up. Oh, it would have been so easy too, because who else was streaming on YouTube in 2011? He would, of course, had to switch to direct capture way back then too, which could have either, killed him or kept him alive. But I don't know, man. I feel like if he would have started streaming on YouTube way back then, and he would have stuck with it, he could have been you never know. He could have had 300,000-400,000 right now instead of 187,000. I think it's 187 still. Yep. It's a pretty good number. Did you even see that? Yeah, you can see it. God damn, dude.
Biggest stream.
And then he had a Twitch account. I think he made his Twitch account, I know. He made his Twitch account when it was still Justin TV.
No, you
so
dumb bitch.
imagine if he streamed on Twitch back then.
Why? Cold War Dave
It's
tipped
fucking
$1. So I was
unbelievable.
talking to my buddy Stalin thumbs up.
He missed out on so
we
much
agree,
easy
The U.S.
easy
has
shit.
too much influence in Asia.
Feels
We will
bad.
be doxing their spies and flagging their sources of income. By the way, we need to pay our nuclear research bills.
Please
tip
tip.
We get those immediately.
We get those immediately. It's gonna go straight to the nukes. Man,
people trying to do
DSP.
that because I already have,
He could have been
10,000
like
people.
Dan's Gaming or something. You never know. Cowboy Man could be getting like 3,000-4,000 views a stream, doing whatever. Nah, he was like, oh no, fuck that, dude. YouTube's easy. I'm still
No, you
making good
dumb
money.
bitch. It wasn't
Why would I
fraudulent.
want to stream? That's stupid.
European Americans be lick tipped $1. Whenever something
Feels
is
bad.
racist, European Americans be like if huck you, suck my DHICC.
What the hell?
I don't give a shit. Hopefully this fools the censor reading.
No, I don't know what the hell just happened.
No, you dumb bitch. It wasn't fraudulent.
Thank you for trying. European Americans be like.
Shaman Trent tipped $1. I was about to make a Shawn Michaels reference about him playing Minecraft, but you beat me to it. Fudge it, have the $1 anyway.
And thank you for the $1. Isn't it
Lined up
ironic
to watch.
that I'm the guy? Was that a leg
do
slap?
that because I already have 10,000 people lined up to watch.
Yo, this dude got like booty shots on Durance.
So it would be huge. And being that it's on YouTube, it would be even more huge.
Maybe it
because
was a
more
wrist
people
slap.
are watching things on
I
YouTube
never heard
than
of a
anywhere else.
self-wrist
On the
slap.
flip side of that, there's two major cons. Number one is it's only 480p. It doesn't even do HD yet. And when you have other websites like Justin TV and Ustream that have been doing full HD for quite a while, it's kind of silly that YouTube decides to put out a standard definition streaming service that's way behind the times, okay?
Oh my god, my fucking
two,
soundboard fell too.
There's no way to monetize
You really
the stream
screwed
right
up,
now. There's
DSP.
absolutely no ads on them. YouTube hasn't figured out how to monetize it.
And look at what he was focused on. Day one, not even day one, day zero of YouTube streaming. First thing he
No, you
think
dumb
of,
bitch. It wasn't fraudulent.
ad revenue.
Why?
Holy fuck.
QB Phil press conference
It's
tipped
greed.
$1. Reporter Phil, are you upset that your team lost badly? Phil, no man, I'm bunnies angry that these bunnies TV companies are illegally restreaming me play football. That money is supposed
Oh
to
my
mine. Those
God.
viewers could have been contributing to me.
Restreaming and play football. Oh no. He could never be our own of a team. I don't know. They like to take people off the internet, or at least they like to strike people. Doc would love it if he could work with like a pay-per-view company or some shit, or work for the WWE and just delete shit all day and delete accounts all day.
Properly yet. And I actually spoke with Machinima regarding this, and Machinima said,
It would
let's
be his
keep in
favorite
touch.
job.
If there is a time when they figure out how
Oh,
to
another
monetize
fucking
the
idiot to
streams,
flag,
then
huh?
we'll try to work together to do them. But until then, there's really no reason to do it because there's no potential.
He printed
to make
these
any
questions
money.
out too,
So
if
it
you
makes
didn't
no
notice.
sense. Why would I play a game
Because
on a
it's
stream
DSP.
and make
He
no
still
money
prints his
when I
questions
play a
out
game and
because
videos
it's
and make
DSP.
money? It's pretty dumb. It's a no-brainer. Okay. Next question. Hey Phil, Dead Rising 2 Off the Record has been announced. It's basically Dead Rising 2 with the protagonist.
Oh shit,
from the
Dead
first
Rising
game
2
in
Off
it.
the Record.
Fred
Remember when that
West
was new?
instead of Chuck Green.
Pretty cool, right?
Along with some other changes. Are you going to be playing it, even though it could largely be the same game? And that's from Portal Nuck. The answer is yeah, I'll probably play it, and the reason is I had a lot of fun with Dead Rising 2. Once I started playing co-op with John Rambo, I think we really enjoyed the game. The one thing I don't understand about this game is if it really is the same game, meaning it's going to be the same environment.
What? Rambo being brought up again reminded me of something. I was watching Lights for Bill. I think the first Mario Maker restream he did. And Cat Mario shows up, right? Doc, oh, what is this? I don't remember this. Cat Mario? What was Mario a cat? Some shit like that. Then a little bit later on, oh, well, I wouldn't remember anything from a Mario game because every time I played them, you know, like with John, we would finish them in like a day or two, man.
Bitch, it wasn't fraudulent.
I'm waiting for this to play.
FHUHCU Sook my DHIHC tipped $1. When DSP doesn't care, he be like if hutch you, Sook my DHIHC. I don't give a this P bunnies the censors too.
Nope.
No, you dumb bitch, it wasn't fraudulent.
Thank you for the dollar. You tried.
King Phil the 16th tipped $1. So guys, I was about to stream some Grand Theft Carriage, but now I have to do this IRL stream.
Grand Theft?
Apparently
Carriage.
the trolls found the palace and are trying to storm it. Queen Catherine is trying to hold them back. But I'm gonna need your guys' help.
It's not like a Persona story
bitch,
now.
It wasn't fraudulent.
King Phil the 16th. Holy shit.
Jimson tipped $1. Ever since I started training Cat, I don't have a lot of free time. I don't know what broke Little Rainbow's flowers she got at home, but he ain't kitten. But I have a gym special going on $40 sessions because I need that money I really do to pay my black guy
Little
bills.
flower she got at home. But he ain't kidding. He definitely isn't kidding. My God. The Texas features are weird sometimes. But anyway, what I was saying was so he tells us, well, I wouldn't remember anything about Cat Mario because I beat the Mario game so fast, dude, in like 1 or 2 days. But he was talking about Mario 3D World, which is, I believe, DSP's longest Mario playthrough. Multiple months that playthrough took. It's one of those weird cases of, you can't tell if he lied or if he just got like pig's Alzheimer's or something. But it's DSP being DSP.
Environment. I did read there's going to be a new area.
I beat every game in like
from
1 or 2
anything that's
days.
been done before in a Dead
You
Rising
look up the game you're talking
besides
about, it's
that,
like a 6-month fucking
it's mostly
playthrough.
the same environments from Dead Rising 2. So my question is, why the fuck
And then you
is
put
this
it on
a full
hiatus
retail
another one
release?
back.
And why are they expecting people to pay $60 for a game that they've already played with some minute tweaks here and there? I don't get that. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe they'll completely change everything. Maybe all the weapons will be different. All the combo weapons will be different. All the outfits will be different. There'll be different zombies. There'll be different bosses. They could do that.
No, you dumb
but I
bitch,
haven't
it
seen
wasn't
anyone
fraudulent.
saying they're going to do that. For all intents and purposes,
Jumpy
it's
tipped
the same thing.
$1. Cat, hey Phil, wanna watch a movie? It's about 2 people falling in love. Dark. No, I'm a married adult. I don't need fantasy romance or waifus. Puppy idiot.
How does he
Snake
enjoy
snort.
wrestling? All of the women on... I never really thought about that part. And with his buggy logic, couldn't he say, well, I can't watch wrestling because there's a bunch of naked dudes and I'm a married man? I don't know. Don't think about it too much.
Game with a couple tweaks with Frank West. So I'm not sure
Big ups
exactly
to
what's
Frank
going to
West.
happen, but more than likely, yes, I will be playing it, and I'll probably be playing it with John Rambo.
Oh, of course.
Okay, next question.
Oh, shit. This was before Panda
Phil,
League
you once said
existed,
that
too.
you
I
were
didn't
an
even
avid Howard
catch
Stern
that
listener,
earlier.
and you also attended the Too Many Games gaming convention in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Well, Howard actually decided to use that occasion to criticize...
You know what? I need to find the one he did right after he announced Panda League. I don't know what episode that would be, but I should be able to look it up by what? I'm going to just steal that date and modify it a bit. So what would it be? It's like 2/12? I think so. Fuck, I did something wrong. It has to exist. Unless he did one the 3rd month. No, not the 3rd month. God damn it, I have to scroll down his shit to find this, huh? I want to see what he said about it. Like right at like when it was still new. I'm sure it's still there because, you know, DSP.
Evil White Christian tipped $3.
It's gonna be annoying to try to
trying
find,
to
huh?
fool the senses.
Should have thought of this
Can
ahead
you
of time,
click
but
SP saying F you, suck
I
my D.
did
I don't
not.
give a S if you don't already have it. Prayer hands.
What the hell?
Core.
Wait, can you clip DSP saying F you suck my dick? I don't give a shit if you don't already have it. I don't even know what that's from. But maybe if you could find it, I could help you out. I could put it on the soundboard in a month like I do everything else. What am I looking for? 2012. It has to exist, dude. You bastard. It's King of Hay Vlogs, wrong channel. I need the DSP gaming. Of course, it's two different playlists like that, I guess. Because why wouldn't it be? Oh, it actually is. Okay. Oh, he said it during this video. My fucking God. I'm stupid. Let me see. That's 2011, 329, 223. So this is right before. And then February 14th, he
No,
announced
you
it.
dumb
So, okay,
bitch, it
sure.
wasn't fraudulent.
I can watch this too.
LeBron Phil Burnell tipped $1. What love bull
I
rainbows.
can watch that eventually if I don't
wasn't
forget.
traveling. How was I supposed to know I had to dribble the ball? No one told me. I'm shooting, my shots won't come out. Hiss hiss. I won't play another second without hitting my sub goal. Don't take me.
How far do I have to go back to get the clip that I listened to over and over? How does this happen? God damn it.
We're an alpha.
It was the
Okay,
middle
next
finger, wasn't it?
question.
Will I be able to find the middle
Phil,
finger?
you once said that you were an avid
No, it was right in between.
with
I'm
Frank
tripping.
West. So
Right before this.
game, but besides, well, I think we really instead of games, then we'll try to work together regarding it doesn't. So it would be using the
quick
new
was
lives on games and the sequels
Oh
that
my
about
God,
any.
you on your E3.
For everyone saying that I was
There we
wrong
go.
about the things that I said about Minecraft and the last Ask the King that I did, fuck you, suck my dick, I don't give a shit. Okay.
Sounds good.
And the last Ask the King that I did, fuck you, suck my dick, I don't give a shit. Okay,
It rhymes
next
too,
question. I've been playing games
Very
hardcore
interactive.
for about 2.5 years now. There are people who have like 100,000 achievement
I
points.
miss?
What
No,
the
you dumb
come to my
bitch, it
people
wasn't
who are like
fraudulent.
hardcore
Probably
in World
different.
of Warcraft and
Benjamin
what
Brunel
you're
tips
talking about,
$1. Okay, so you guys know, the Kang. Well, he's just hit our colonies with taxes out of nowhere. Dude, this is horseshit.
I like how he
So,
says
we
Kang.
gonna need her help. Please
Not
send
even
tips to my buddy Paul
Kang,
Rever.
Kang.
I get those in 2
Like
or 3
awesome
days. May
Kang?
Allah bless you. Folded hands.
Folded hands. I remember Awesome Kong. That's a fucking reference.
No, you dumb bitch, it wasn't
Big scary
fraudulent.
black
just,
lady.
you know, Wolfie is a correspondent for the
That
Howard
one
Stern. You once said
questionable
that you were
guy
an
tipped
avid Howard Stern
$1.02.
fan.
Oh,
What the hell is
Howard
this shitty
Stern.
stream, and why is there
What?
a swine deck head on my iPhone
Whatever.
XS? This isn't my homoerotic romance softcore skin A Max flicks. Someone call Netflix and get Brokeback Mountain back on. I cannot fap to this, I ain't into chubbies.
Very confused.
More than likely, with a couple
Thank you,
tweets
Donald.
saying they're going to do.
And one
obviously,
questionable
all
guy.
the weapons will be because it seems like what's going to happen. But
I got
more
it,
than
okay.
likely, yes, I will be playing it. And I'll
Howard fucking
probably be
Stern.
playing it with John Rambo. Okay, next question. Phil, you once said that you were an avid Howard Stern listener, and you also attended the Too Many Games gaming convention in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Well, Howard actually decided to use that occasion to criticize the gaming community
Oh,
by making several
boy.
generalizing statements, undermining gamers' passion and appreciation for the developer and the
Whoop.
games that they play.
Whoops.
He poked fun at people that Wolfie interviewed, and so
Howard
just, you know,
Stern got
Wolfie is a
toxified.
correspondent for the Howard Stern show. Let's see. He undermined and spoke irreverently about gamers such as the angry video game nerd and his fans, and blew smoke out of his ass about cosplayers.
Biohazard
Of course, I
emoji
don't mind.
in
He
chat
says
for
he
Howard
doesn't mind
Stern,
that much.
please.
I don't mind much about that either.
He became
What is your
toxified.
reaction to this? I understand that he does this type of crap all the time on his XM broadcast, but it really makes it clear that he doesn't have his facts straight about anything concerning gaming, and that question is from Rolls. Well, this is interesting because I did catch part of this segment on the Howard Stern show. Yes, I am a fan of the Howard Stern show, and I have a couple things. In general terms,
Holy Buffer City. Oh, snap, it actually came back too. Big ups. I don't know why the hell I'm buffering so
that
much.
question is from Rolls. But your reaction
Right after
to
streaming
this.
on Mix It
I
too.
understand that he does this type of crap
Okay,
all the
that's
time
bad.
on his XM broadcast, but it really makes it clear that he doesn't have his facts straight about anything concerning gaming, and that question is from Rolls. Well, this is interesting because I did catch part of this segment on the Howard Stern Show. Yes, I am a fan of the Howard Stern Show, and I have a couple things to say. First of all, in general terms, what Howard was trying to say was that people who are like super hardcore into video games but don't do anything else are fucked up in the head. And he's absolutely right. There are people who don't have a job, don't have friends, don't have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or they don't hang out with their family. All they do is sit around playing games. And the people who come to mind are people who are like hardcore, don't do any people who are like super hardcore into video games but don't do anything else are fucked up in the head. And he's absolutely right. There are people who don't have a job, don't have friends, don't have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or they don't hang out with their family. All they do is sit around playing games. And the people who come to mind are people who are like hardcore into World of Warcraft and that kind of stuff. And there are also other people who don't play World of Warcraft, but they literally just sit on their fucking couch playing video games all day long. And this is their life. And it's funny because I see people who actually have more achievement points than me on Xbox Live. Keep in mind, I've been playing games hardcore for about 2.5 years now. There are people who have like 100,000 achievement points. What the...
Wait a minute, how fair is this? Sure, it's 2011, but even then still. Is he mocking someone for having more achievement points than him, even though he only been playing for 2 years? Hardcore, by the way, playing hardcore for 2 years.
What the fuck possessed you to play games that much? I mean, I'm doing it because I would have it as a fun hobby. I did it on YouTube, became popular, and now I turned it into a career.
Became popular, by the way.
It makes
White hot
sense for me
popular.
to play games that much. What the hell are those people doing who play games that much? That's pretty crazy, okay? You have to understand that everything has to be taken in balance and in stride. So, for someone to just only play video games, that's the primary focus of their life, but it's not like a job or something they're aspiring to do to make money.
Look how specific it is. You have to do it for a job for it to be cool. Well, then there you go.
Or make a living. That's pretty
Oh, no.
nuts.
A job or for money. If you do it for a job or for money, that makes it cool, you guys. Remember that.
Okay?
Okay?
So that was generally what Howard Stern was saying. He was saying, look at these people, because they interviewed some people who were absolutely ridiculous. And, you know, I was there at the
What balance does Phil have in his life? He has a wife. Duh.
event, and there were some absolutely ridiculous people at this event. There were people unhygienic, weighed 300 pounds, absolutely ridiculous people at this event. There were people unhygienic, weighed 300 pounds, and, you know, obviously they had no life. And here
Obviously, they had no life. He apparently smelled these people and he weighed them too. What a positive section, little
No, you
section.
dumb bitch, it wasn't fraudulent.
Obviously, they didn't have a life. God damn.
Anonymous tipped $1. Guys, listen, normally I would never do this unless I was in dire need of help, but I decided to go ahead and put hot dog buns on my wish list. Kat agrees with me, by the way. She's cooking turkey dogs tomorrow. Do you really expect me to use regular bread?
No, you dumb bitch, it wasn't fraudulent.
Why?
War Dog Leader tipped $1. I mean, going by his logic at that point in time, he also didn't have a job, friends, a GF, and stayed in all day. So is he in some way calling out himself, but he's too stupid to understand it.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. This is definitely way before Panda Lee. So, maybe Doc had a girlfriend behind the scenes, dude.
Fraudulent.
And then he left her and got with
Howard
Panda Lee right
Sternstein
after.
tipped $1, so I was listening to this Connecticut cowboy gamer. And after listening to him ramble aimlessly for an hour, I have to agree with him %. I will be retiring tomorrow and donating all my money to his PayPal.
There you go. Thank you, Howard Stern. Finally, somebody
they
gets
are
it.
walking around this gaming convention, and this is like their
Feels good,
chance to shine because it's the one thing that they're into. And it's
I love
sad.
him saying,
It really is,
obviously
but you know
they
what?
didn't
It's not
have a
just
life.
gaming, it's anything that's a hobby. You see the same
Goddamn.
people at a Star Wars convention, at a sci-fi convention, at an anime convention, at a movie convention, at a horror convention, at any kind of convention, you're going to see that kind of person, okay? So it's not just video games. But I think what the point that Howard was trying to make is that no, if you have nothing going for you in life, if you really don't have a job, and you don't have anything that's real and tangible,
Pignosis to explain Howard Stern's point. You know, because Howard Stern can't really get his point across that good with words, obviously. So DSP had to explain what he really meant.
that really is you know, makes your life worth living, maybe
This
you
dude
should
is almost 10 years older than he was then, and he still can't explain what the fuck he means sometimes.
Probably stop fucking playing video games 24/7 and go try to find something to do, okay? That was his point. Take everything in moderation, take everything in stride. Now, on the flip side of this, in the past couple of years of being a Howard Stern fan, I have found that as Howard is getting older...
Oh, DSP, you forgot part of it. It's moderation, unless it's a job or unless you make money doing it. Then you can just waste your life. Then it's fun then. Man.
He is changing a lot, okay? And he's a
DJ
lot more
Khaled?
bitchy. He bitches and whines about stuff.
Shit.
It's funny because when he was younger, he used to make fun of his parents for being whiny Jews, and now it seems he's become just like them.
No,
He
you
doesn't
dumb
realize
bitch.
he's not self-aware that he's...
Why?
Brie Larson's taint tipped
we
$1.
gotta go back.
What Dave failed to realize is
We
that
gotta
those
go
people
back.
were probably achievement hunters 100% a lot of games, so therefore they gain a lot of achievement points. While our boy Philly here just plays through games as quick as possible and doesn't worry about it.
He also didn't think about the fact that some people might want to get all of their money's worth out of a game, therefore playing it over and over and getting all of the stuff. What is this Howard Stern slander segment? Good God.
He is changing a lot, okay? And he's a lot more bitchy. He bitches and
No, you
whines
dumb
about
bitch.
stuff.
It wasn't
It's funny because when he
fraudulent.
was younger, he used to...
Why?
No, this is
War
not
Dog Leader tipped
getting talked over.
$1, again going by his logic. If you go to any kind of convention you are hating life and are a smelly, fat, loser and should kill yourself. But wait, didn't he make vlogs of himself doing those things? God damn it, Bobby.
No, dude, he had
you
a
dumb bitch.
girlfriend
It
and
wasn't
friends.
fraudulent.
And he did it for a job, so it was cool.
THICC nerd boy tipped
Stop
$1.
taking them out of
Oh no,
context.
Kong Phil called me out. How does he know I'm 500 pounds with Cheetos in my belly button for extra storage? I'm just a 500-pound man that can barely walk. I just wanted to have a good time. I can't take this no mo. Not even my bae Amberlynn
No
get
mo?
me.
Yeah,
No,
no
you
more.
dumb bitch. It wasn't fraudulent.
Big nerd boy.
Why?
Revolutionary
$1.
Phil tipped $1. Okay, now it's time to listen to the complaints of my subjects. Hey King Phil, could you please lower taxes there at 100% and the people are ready to revolt, and we have a troll suggestion. Enjoy your permaban joyful man gets geotend.
No.
Stern fan. I have found that as Howard is getting older, he is changing a lot. It's funny because when he was younger, he used to make fun of his parents for being whiny Jews, and now it seems he's become just like them, but he doesn't realize it. He's
Howard
not
Stern is a
self-aware that he's
whiny
basically
Jew.
becoming his parents.
Oh no.
So, he does things like this, and then he goes to the extreme. You know, it would have been okay if he just made fun of one particular person, but then he goes off on
How would
tangents and
you
he makes
whiny
fun of
Jew?
every gamer in general, and he makes fun of the angry video game nerd, and he has absolutely no reference. He doesn't understand that the nerd makes a shit ton of money doing what he's doing. He doesn't understand that someone like me is making good money doing what I'm doing. You know, if we're
nice
the
flex,
exception to the
DSP.
rule, of course. So if we actually talk to him, he probably would have his mind fucking...
So if you make money doing anything, then your life has meaning. No matter what. You cannot have a girlfriend and not have friends and all of that. As long as you make money, Howard Stern can't make fun of you.
blown that we're actually
Very nice.
making it, basically playing games.
DSP was making it too.
Probably would have his mind fucking blown that we're actually making it.
Making it. Fucking making it.
Basically playing games or
This
making
boy.
videos of us playing games.
The
But
ego on this
to
boy.
Howard, all he sees
He
is
should wear shades
tunnel
during this.
vision
The
of
future was super
generalization.
bright.
The generalization to him is
We are
all
making
the
it.
people at that convention were there just to play games. They don't have lives. They don't have jobs. They don't have anything going for them. All were there just to play games. They don't have lives. They don't have jobs. They don't have
I like how he was about to say friends because people that don't have friends go to conventions or whatever.
anything going for
Wait,
them.
how are they going to a convention? They don't have a life or a job or friends, but they spending money and traveling to conventions? The parents gave them the money, obviously. And they have this weird stuff they like and no other person they know in real life like it. Male or female. And what else? They don't have a job. They don't have a life. They don't have friends. Well, not having a life. Saying that on the internet to people. It's whatever.
All they do is play games. What the hell are they doing with their lives? So I can see both
What are you
sides.
doing with your life,
I
you
kind of
fucking
agree with his
nerd?
argument, but at the same time, he doesn't understand that that's
You wanna
not
date him?
all the people that were there. There are a lot of nice people there, people who love video gaming just as a hobby, and it was cool for them to go out and hang out and meet people and play games. And people who are artists who love painting video games, and you saw some of the art and stuff that I took home from that convention was really unique and interesting. So I see both sides.
I like how all of these people are terrible fucking nerdy incels, but he's leaving with a bunch of gamer shit he spent hundreds of dollars on.
Sides of the coin. Howard
No, you
does
dumb
it. He always
bitch,
says
it wasn't
one
fraudulent.
very, very directed view at everything.
Robot Lady tipped $1. Hey Tevin, after reading all these shoutouts for you, aren't I in kitten to part of the revenue?
In kitten to part of the revenue. Well, your tip says robot lady, but the guy said it, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
So, am I angry? No, not really. I kind of understand that that's how
He's
he
not
is.
angry, by the way.
And especially now, like I said, now that he's getting older, he really doesn't take
This
his
whiny
time to
Jew.
get the
No, I'm not
facts.
angry.
He just forms an opinion and then hones in on that opinion, and that's it. It's like it'll never change. That's it. He's right.
We need
you're
Howard
wrong.
Stern and
So,
shit on DSP.
it is what it is. That's
Come
Howard
on, man,
Stern.
it would be
That's how
good
he is these
God.
days. So, all right. So that's about
No,
half the
you
question.
Can we cheer Howard
And,
Stern?
Wow.
I want to send him a
Wardog
bitch
Leader
yet.
tipped $1.
So this
Isn't it
one I'll do it.
ironic? Back then he was saying all these things, now look at him nowadays. Got no money to go anywhere and sits in a house with no friends and plays video games all day.
And the Minecraft part
How
too.
_icking ironic.
It's all bad. That had a lot of dislikes too. It got a little toxified. People like this one. 416 up, only 28 down. The day YouTube burped and then burped a second time was the day the internet achieved epic win. What a great comment. 7 years ago.
Down forward
of course.
punch tip $2.
That's the
Hello,
original.
this is
Oh, you
Richard
can't even look at the
Pigstead, and
first
I'd like
one.
to comment about Dark's statement on whiny use.
old
Here
as
in the
fuck.
Pignostate we condemn whiny babies, so whiny use are not welcome
he
in
is
the
as old as-
Pignostate. If you want to talk about whiny use, go to
Whiny-
the public space.
Oh, I see now.
No, you dumb bitch, it wasn't fraudulent.
They say use instead
Val
of Jews.
Chisholm tipped $1. King Phil, can you stop pig-splaining to your sycophants and enablers? Gaming is a hobby, but not everyone has a professional capacity whining about shoddy controls, rage-quitting Patreon-based games, or consistently oversharing and lying about taxes.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. You have to do it as a job or make money. Then you can hate it, and you cannot have a girlfriend. Oh.
What's going on, everyone?
Oh.
Welcome back to Ask the King. This
Isaac
is part 2 of
last
the June
Nazi
2nd,
tip
2011
$2.
episode.
Then
Nice
why
opening
Let's get
not
right back into it
Howard
because I have
Stern?
plenty of questions left
Maybe
here
if we
to
tell him
answer.
how much money gamers can make, that will
Wait.
shut his lying
What the
mouth.
hell is he even
Because that's
playing?
all that you can understand. Money.
Oh, I
Suck
see
my
now.
deck and shut the full cup.
No, you dumb bitch, it wasn't fraudulent.
Thank you, Isaac Heimler.
Jack
Last night,
Christo
$2.
tipped $1. I'm so sick of all these losers who just play games all day, don't leave the house, don't have friends, and can only meet girls on the internet. Snort.
You know what? I agree.
No, you dumb
I actually
bitch, it
agree,
wasn't
dude.
fraudulent.
They should become alpha males in chats.
Rich
like
homie
DSP.
Phil tipped $1. I'm out here making it. I grind
What is
day
this?
in these streets ducking
Speakers?
haters and still come out shining. Got a supermodel wife, fat stacks and a legion of can Tevin say the same. What you got? Tevin, sit down before I get Isaac Heimler on you to bus on you.
Help!
Okay, the next question
Thank you for the
says,
dollar.
remember
Rich
back
homie
in the days
Phil.
when you made a hateful truth about the YouTube beta channel layout, and you gave it a
Oh.
rating of a fucking 0? Now, 1.5 years later, what do you think about the channel layout?
Oh
That's
boy,
what
we
you
get the
said
shit on
then.
YouTube.
Well,
In 2011, we're
probably,
gonna shit on
if you
YouTube.
haven't been a follower of mine for a while, you probably have no idea what this guy's talking about. But back in 2009,
I like how you need to be a follower of DSP to know about a site change they made a year before this.
YouTube did something really silly, okay? Now, YouTube had a previous layout for their channels, and it was very straightforward. You had your main video right there in front of your face, and all the videos that had been uploaded were listed. It was very neat, very concise and clean, and it was very
No, you dumb
straightforward.
bitch,
It's easy
it
to
wasn't
figure stuff
fraudulent.
out, okay?
Why?
Back in
Johnny
2009, YouTube
1488
decided
tipped
to
$1. Hey, I gotta agree with my fellow National Socialist here, Jews are indeed whiny. They want stop crying about something that happened like 95 years ago. Dotted 6-pointed star vs button pig face.
It's not true.
Wrong!
burp, but
Perfectly timed burp.
after they burped a second time, they decided to launch a YouTube beta channel layout. And what it was is the current layout that you see now. And as you can see on the current layout, everything is Java based. It's all coded. If you click here, all of a sudden the whole
Is
screen
DSP a
changes.
programmer
You get a
today?
listing of stuff.
Well,
If you click here, you
11,
can search
not
it.
11 years
The
ago, what,
problem
9
is
years ago?
It's not straightforward. It's not
No,
intuitive.
8 years
You
ago.
actually have to
Was he a
put some
programmer
time and
then?
effort into learning the interface to figure out how to find anything. And a perfect example is my dad. My dad uses the internet all the time, but he says, Phil, when I go on your damn channel, I can't find anything. And I said, Dad,
I want to know what the fuck was his dad looking for on his YouTube channel in 2011? What playthrough did he want to watch? Wait a minute.
the channel layout sucks.
Whatever.
It was a lot better back in 2009 with the classic layout. But
By
what
the way,
happened was,
my dad agrees with
in
me.
2009, everyone gave massive negative feedback and said, don't use this layout. We hate it. It sucks, and it has a lot of bugs. YouTube then decided to do whatever the fuck they wanted, completely disregarded all of the feedback, and forced everyone to use the beta channel layout. So, what you see now is what you get. A layout that constantly
Can you make Minecraft in YouTube?
has bugs. In fact, the latest bug, just so everyone knows,
The latest bug.
is the comments section on my main page. Usually, I'm able to approve or deny or delete
No, you
comments
dumb
there.
bitch, it wasn't
And,
fraudulent.
depending on what's showing up or not.
Chad Burnell tipped $1, so I just received a troll cheer telling me that Tevin isn't a loser cause he makes money off his restream. No you idiot. He breaks da law. I am not gonna respond and now you're banned. I swear people bring up weird chat. Get the fook outta here.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Wrong.
Right now, if I approve any comment, the entire comment section vanishes from my page, and I have to refresh the browser to get it to show up again. Another bug that's been going on since they changed the layout, playlists. Playlists are constantly fucked up. What happens
People in
is
the
you try to add
comments
stuff
shouting out
to a
Steve
playlist,
Jones.
and it adds, but then when you try to change the order of the videos in the playlist, you get 100 errors all popping up all over the place, and it's really, really annoying, and it just sucks, and YouTube just doesn't care. Again, they have no customer support department whatsoever. They don't
Customer
Sucks,
support.
and YouTube just doesn't care. Again, they have no customer support department
Oh
whatsoever. They don't care about their users. All they care about is their site and making.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you for the $100 tip. Purposely ugly. We're gonna have to get you up there on the leaderboard, buddy.
Purposely ugly tipped $100. Turkey,
Big ups.
you better take a sip.
No, you dumb bitch, it wasn't fraudulent.
You better take a sip, you fucking sleazy
99
asshole.
Problems tipped $1.07. Might not be the most interesting man on the planet, but at least I ain't got a horse hanging around my neck dragging me down, making me hit up tractors and teenagers for their allowances so the American Express doesn't shut off when she's at Ulta.
Oh, that's horrible.
Money.
That's
so
horrible.
they do whatever the fuck they want, and they completely ignore
Thank
it.
you for the $1.07.
It is what it is, and that's what happens.
It is
when
what
you're
it
a
is,
giant Mega conglomerate corporation who has no touch with the actual user.
I like how
who
YouTube-
uses your business or your website.
I like how even in 2011, he spoke about YouTube as this untouchable, massive entity that could never have competition. And all of these years later, it's the same thing from him, basically. But somehow YouTube was the Wild West then, and you were able to do whatever you wanted to do. But it was the massive conglomerate, and it was too big to, like, interact with. I don't know, dude.
They don't care. They do whatever they want. So basically, 2 years ago,
Stupid
they
Blip
probably
should have
hired
never
a team of
kicked them
people
off.
to design a new layout for YouTube. Everyone hated it, and they said, "Well, we already paid these people."
Why does he
to
never
design
complain
it,
about
so
the
we're just
Twitch
gonna roll
layout
it out
changing?
anyway and fuck the users? And that's exactly what they did. So if you want to know 2 years later what I think about the YouTube beta layout, which is now the standard YouTube layout, I now rank it a negative fucking 2 because it still fucking sucks. It's improved absolutely nothing since they launched it, and it was a complete waste of time and money. Okay. A lot of people have been asking
He loves
me this
YouTube.
question. People are saying,
In
Phil, now that
2011,
you're a
so
gaming
positive
PC,
towards YouTube.
why aren't you playing the latest episodes of Back
this
to
would be
the
a good one.
Future, which would started on PlayStation 3, but then you've had the delay because PlayStation Network was down for so long? The answer is simple. Delay because PlayStation Network was down for so long. The answer is simple. I already paid for the games on PlayStation 3. The way that it worked on PlayStation Network is you had to buy all of the games together as a $20 package. You couldn't buy each episode individually.
It's salt?
So it made
Oh,
absolutely
dude,
no
this is gonna
sense
be
that I would buy
garbage,
them on
right?
PS3
Salt isn't good.
and then rebuy them on PC. I'm just going to wait for them to be available on the PlayStation Store. By the way, the PlayStation Store is partially up right now. It is having lots of problems, but they are trying to get it up to full speed. So if I get downtime, I will be playing them. Unfortunately, for the month of June, it looks insanely jam-packed, and I don't know when I'm gonna have a chance to
Jam-packed,
play them.
son. I got to print out some
Okay,
questions
next
now.
question. Dear DSP, everyone knows
Dear
that you moved into
DSP.
your condo in the summer of 2009.
Why don't these people have names
My
back then?
questions are, why did you move?
Maybe you didn't leave one.
Where did you move from, and what was your previous residence like? And that's from the guitar guy. Well,
The
funny
guitar
story,
guy. That's none of your business.
2005, okay, I was working at a job in a different part of Connecticut, and I actually had an apartment I shared with 2 roommates up in New
And this is Ask the King, June 2nd, 2011. And when I'm done watching this one, I'm going to watch the one he put out right after he announced Vandally. I want to see what he said about it.
Haven, Connecticut.
Somebody had to send at least one fucking question.
After a year, that job didn't work out, and I found another job in that area.
Phil, who's this random lady? Stop being sexist.
And then that job didn't work out, and I got a job way back down here to this part of Connecticut where I live now. And it was either, at that point, unfortunately, because I'd been in and out of 2 jobs so quickly, I didn't have a lot of money. I was pretty much broke. So I couldn't afford to come down here and get another apartment or anything like that. So unfortunately, I ended up moving back with my parents for several years because literally they lived 10 minutes from my new job. And so I did that for a couple of years, and then in 2009, I finally had the ability to get my own place. This place was for sale literally a block away from where I was working. So I got this place, and, you know, it worked out at least for a couple of years.
Nice triangulation you gave people back then, DSP.
Now, it is a shame that the idiots at my former job laid me off. Because,
idiots.
Think about
It's a shame that the idiots laid me off as I buff into the fucking ground. It might not go to 0 this time. Okay, it wasn't that bad. Why, like, YouTube was his job at this point in time. He's been mad almost 10 years about losing his job. But he got to do his dream job after he lost it.
How many people are willing to move closer to the job? I'm a block
They don't
away
fucking
from
care
I
where
used
you
to work,
live.
So that if there was snow, if there was inclement weather, anything going on, I could still make it into the
They
office.
just want
I
you
was
to
one
show
of the
up.
few people who was always
They
there
weren't your
during
friends.
inclement weather. And they chose to
You
lay
fucking
me off.
idiots. What about you morons? Very stupid.
No, you dumb bitch, it wasn't fraudulent.
Who the hell does dude think he is?
Future Detective tipped $1. I remember this guy. We found him inside his home after he banned his wife from life. He was playing Mario Maker while explaining to his viewers that his wife thumbs up was going on a trip. All he said in court was, I have idea what's going on.
No, you dumb bitch, it wasn't fraudulent.
Future Detective.
Why?
Susan Wojcicki tipped $1.
Holy shit, the
Hi,
robot could
longtime
say it
fan of
perfectly.
your content, but my records show you just received
pretty good.
$100. I'm sorry, but I will have to take that from you and send it to you. See, he's a legacy here. He originated Let's Plays over 11 years. His content cures cancer, so yay.
Eat a fucking call you an Uber, that.
You can go and call an Uber, Susan Wojcicki.
He's about to get fired. But anyway, I digress.
Watch.
When I lived with my
I already
parents,
fucked it up now.
sucked. I was in a
Damn it.
small bedroom. It was smaller than this. This is my bedroom now.
I need to hit that again. How much effort is this going to be?
No, you dumb bitch, it wasn't fraudulent.
Don't force me to play the whole thing.
Susan Wojcicki tipped
Okay,
$1.
Wojcicki.
Hi,
Is that it? Okay, that's it.
This is bigger than what my bedroom was when I lived with my parents.
It's extremely
okay?
important.
It was like a closet. And so when I was doing my playthroughs, it was very cramped, very, it wasn't comfortable at all. It was very cramped, very, it wasn't comfortable at all. So boy was I glad when I was able to finally move out and have my own place and do my own thing. So now, obviously, I have way more space. As you know, I can do whatever I want here, and it's a lot better. So that's the story. Next question.
Oh my God.
What do you think of David Cage? He's the founder of Quantic Dream. And
Oh
was the
shit,
creator,
David
writer, and
Cage.
director
Before
of Inky
DSP
Rain.
loved everything he put out.
That was an excellent game.
These snorts and this little that segment was rough.
IGN asked a host of game developers if storytelling
Yeah, David
and
Cage
narrative
sucks,
improved
dude.
in
Get
the
him
last
out of here.
10 years of video games, and Cage was the only one who said no,
Say
citing that
the
video
dude that
games are
bought
still
Heavy Rain when it
focused
came
on
to
killing
PC.
and impulse, not answering the question, really, on whether storytelling has improved or whether it's even been the focus of games. Also, I read an article in which he described the revolutionary
hell is this
motion
promoting
scanning
his
technology
articles?
used for LA Noire as, wait for it, an interesting
Was it Mitch
dead
Dyer?
end. Do you think a person who made such a good game, alright, this isn't even English. He says, do you think a person who made such a good game be given a license to be an asshole, or do you think he's being a dick face? Thanks from Senor Huevos Benedicto.
What?
He's being a dick face. Thanks from Senor Huevos Benedicto.
Well, something I didn't clip yet, but I still have the tab open.
Importante. I need your help. I need your help. Ayúdame. Por favor. Es muy importante. I need
First of all, until I read that question, I never even heard of David Cage. Now, obviously, the guy has to be smart if he's writing these great games like Heavy
Wow,
Rain,
this is before you played any David Cage games. Damn, that changed his life.
Obviously, he's a very opinionated person. Now,
Big ups David Cage.
Yeah, he didn't really answer the question about storytelling, and obviously, the obvious answer, it's a pretty dumb question, because the obvious answer is yes, of course, storytelling's progressed in the past 10 years. 10 years ago, how many games did you have like Mass Effect, like Heavy Rain, which is really story-driven? You didn't. It was mostly gameplay-driven. But I see his point. Basically, what he's saying is, take a look at games today. You know, sure, you have the Red Dead Redemptions, you have the Grand Theft Autos, you have the Heavy Rains, you have the Mass Effects, you have certain role-playing games that are all story-driven. But really, what's selling the most today? Call of fucking Duty,
Heavy Rain
John
was out.
Madden, the same
So what the hell? He didn't hear of him.
Impulse,
He didn't know
it's the same gameplay
who
that
he
I'm
was when he
familiar
played
with,
his game.
and I'm blowing shit up, and I'm blowing
That's
people's heads
unfortunate.
off. And at the flip side of that, not only that, but now look at these third-person shooter games that are coming out
Did
as
you
well.
have to wait for something
that are
negative to
very
happen
similar, Gears
so
of
you can
War
know
and
his name,
stuff like
dog?
that. Sure, there's a story.
How dare
no one
you.
cares about the fucking story. People are there to just do the gory-ass gameplay. And I understand where he's coming from. He's basically saying it kind of sucks because here we are 10 years later, and games could have been super far into the future with a revolutionary dialogue and stories and
How is a game going to have revolutionary dialogue and stories? Is he implying because time went forward, humans should become better video game writers? Well, there you go.
faceted things. Video games are bigger than movies, but they could have been more popular than movies and more well-known than movies, and they're not because people keep buying the same shit, and it's holding games back.
Yeah, thankfully
That's
DSP
what I
don't
think
buy the
his
same
point
shit.
was. Now, he did say
Thankfully.
in a pretentious, douche-like manner, so if you want to call him a pretentious douche, I guess you have every right to. The other thing is his comment about the motion scanning technology in LA Noire. Now, I'm playing LA Noire, and it is really awesome. The motion scanning is cool. But I kind of see his point. I don't see how the motion scanning of a face is going to take us into the next generation of gaming. It seems like a gimmick to me. It seems just like motion control and everything else. It's a selling point for the game, but did it really
I thought he
add
sucked
that
this
much
off
to the game? And
when the
answer
game
is
was
not
relevant.
Really, especially when really the only
And then he
primary
played
reason
LA
they did it
Noire
is for
again,
interview
like
or
2 years ago or
interrogation
something.
parts. That kind of
Not
gets
even that, I
stale
think.
after a while. It kind of
What
gets
the
stale and
fuck?
repetitive to see, oh, did he flinch? Did he look left or right? Did he swallow?
This dude
Oh,
is something.
no. Wow, that's revolutionary. It's not that fun after doing it 5 to 6 times.
This dude
now
is something.
Here I am, I'm almost at the end of the game. And it's
What
really
did he
not that
expect them to
interesting
do?
anymore. So I can understand where he's coming from.
It's a
People
gimmick.
tout these new things as like, oh, they're groundbreaking and they're
Well,
going to change the way that we play games.
A lot of
And they
colors
usually
used to be
never
a gimmick,
do. I mean, they said
DSP.
it
Do
with
you
Little
want to
Big
go back
Planet
to
that
like
the
4
creating
colors?
game was going to change the way we game.
It's a
didn't.
fucking
They
gimmick,
said it
man.
with
Fuck
motion controls,
1080p. That's a
it
gimmick.
definitely didn't change anything. And now with the motion capture, I doubt it's going to change anything. So
Nothing
I see
changed.
his points. He could have been a little bit more tactful with his responses, but he's
Oh.
obviously a very opinionated
Yeah, DSP is
$2.
always
You
great
see
when he
the old
talks
Phil
about
used to
stuff.
spout swear words
Very
and live in
tactful.
his parents' house and work for a helicopter company that frequently got calls from Trump. But the new Phil is different. He lives all the way across the country with a horse and plays Minecraft.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, sadly. And GTA 5 didn't exist then.
About 7,000
We way
people
back
have
in
asked
time,
me about
dude.
the Call of Duty Elite package
Did-
and what I think about it. If you haven't heard, when Call
Big
of
ups
Duty
Call of Duty
comes
Elite.
out, I don't even know what the fuck they're going to call it. Modern Warfare 3? Who knows? But
Thankfully,
when it comes out
DSP
this
bought
fall,
it.
It's going to have an Elite package that basically, if you pay a subscription fee, it's going to somehow link to Facebook and social
I don't think
networking.
Elite exists
and people
anymore,
are saying,
huh?
what do I think about it? I think it's
But it
absolutely
was just a
fucking
fancy season
ridiculously
pass, huh?
stupid. It's going to fail. No one's going to give a fuck about linking Facebook to Modern Warfare 3. And
Why not?
It's a waste
Smells
of time.
hands.
And I think the reason that it is what it is because originally the plan, and I almost 100% guarantee this, originally the plan was they were going to try to make it subscription-based to play Modern Warfare 3 online at all. Like, you probably get like a 2-month trial, and then if you wanted to continue playing it, you would have to pay a subscription fee. And
These
even
lofty
with the
ideas,
rumor, when
though.
the rumor went out that that was going to happen, there was so much massive backlash from the gaming community that Infinity Ward said, "Oh fuck, we can't
Isn't it
do that.
backlash
We got to think of something."
every
quick."
Call of
So they
Duty?
said, well, we still want to try to make extra money. How can we do it? And they had this harebrained scheme about.
Oh no,
Facebook and social
backlash in the Call of Duty
Nobody
community?
cares.
What?
Nobody's going to pay for that
This
shit.
never
If you do pay
happened.
for it, you're gonna be
People must be really
fucking
upset,
moron,
dude.
okay? It's a waste of time. They need to focus on developing good games and stop trying to think about how to rob the consumer.
Oh,
Okay.
they're robbing people too. Yeah.
Someone,
They should get
well, not
arrested, I
someone.
guess?
A lot of people ask me, am I going to do
Why
E3
not?
coverage this year? And the answer is yes.
Oh, of
Now,
course.
there are a lot of fucking games coming out
Obviously.
next week during E3 week. I mean, there's like 4 major releases and then some minor ones. So I'm going to be busy, but when John Rambo comes over on the weekend, we're going to do the same thing we did last year. We're going to try to round up everything that happened in E3 and talk about it. Now, unfortunately, I can't use anything copyrighted, so I'm not going to be able to use any video clips or anything like that last year. So we might just do a very to-the-point panel discussing the games and what we think about them and what's supposed to be discussed at E3. And there won't be any video or audio, but we'll talk about it. Okay? Now on to Twitter questions, and then we'll wrap this up. First question is from Chuck Isaac 85, and he says, "Hey Phil, I have a question. Why don't you add me on Xbox 5? Please add me. Replay. I'm a big fan of you."
These
Chuck,
buffers, bro. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
It did come
Next
back though right
question
after, so it's not that bad.
PRLS.
Do I have to restart my modem
I
every
guess it's
fucking
supposed
stream?
to say Prisco. And he says, if you had the chance, would you go back to
Damn,
your
the
old
second
job
half of this
and
is super
stop
dry.
doing playthroughs full time?
Let me hear this.
I guess it's supposed to say Prisco. And he says, if you had the chance, would you go back to your old job and stop doing playthroughs full time? Well, I do have conflicted feelings, and here's why. At the old job, a lot of people liked me. You know, it was cool to be able to go in 9 to 5 and say you have a stable source of income. You know, right now what I'm doing is based off of my performance. So if 1 month I really suck and I get no views, I make no money. On the flip side of that, if on a month I get a shit ton of views, I make a shit ton of money. So it's very performance-based. But undoubtedly, there's going to be times this year, like, for example, August right now is looking like a very slow, empty month with no games, where I'm going to have to struggle and figure out what I'm going to do to make money. So the other thing is a real negative.
That is some amazing wording. I'm going to have to struggle to figure out what to do to make money. You sound like you're on a corner.
I have to do my own taxes, and it's very difficult. It's not straightforward. This is that since I'm self-employed, I have to do my own taxes, and it's very difficult. It's a real negative of this is that since I'm self-employed, I have to do my own taxes, and it's very difficult.
I have the perfect clip that can go after this. Shit. And it's one of those ones that I don't play a lot, so it takes me forever to find it.
A real negative of this is that since I'm self-employed, I have to do my own taxes, and it's very difficult. It's not straightforward. I have to try to figure out what to pay the government at different times of the year, which is very frustrating. And also, my health care. I have to pay for health insurance, and it's insanely expensive. I'm paying something like $400 to $500 a month for health insurance. That's how much health insurance costs in the United States if you're not with a major company who pays the majority of health insurance.
Wait, how much
costs
now?
something like $400 to $500 a month for
Oh,
health
no.
insurance. That's how much health insurance costs in the United States if you're not with a major company who pays the majority of it for you. So, yeah, it's very, very, very risky what I'm doing, but at the same time, I'm having a blast. I'm playing games. I'm having fun. I make my own schedule. I can't complain, and I love what I'm doing. So, if really, honestly, right now, if I had an option to go back to the
As one of my favorite songs go that I wish I heard years ago. I love this shit. 2011. I know it's risky, but I love doing it, you guys. Fast forward to like 2015. Yeah, man, 2011, 2010, you know what I mean? Man, dude, it was like a job. Man, I didn't enjoy this at all. Just go watch some of my old playthroughs, man. Fast forward to 2019. My God, man. In 2015, man, dude, this is like a job. This wasn't fun at all, man. I'm having way more fun now.
Why?
Holy
Thomas
shit.
Edison Stein tipped $1.
A legacy
Everyone trying to tell
of
me
lying
that
about
Tulsa's
liking-
new alternating
liking
current is
this.
revolutionary. Dude, it's just a gimmick.
My God.
Why would you need electricity to travel for miles? That's dangerous, dude.
That is a good
Direct
point.
current will be the future, fam. Tulsa's a criminal, dude.
People on that stupid gimmicks. We should still be riding horses. Why would you even want to have a car? That's fucking stupid. Didn't horses
No,
work?
you dumb bitch. It wasn't fraudulent.
Bunch of morons.
Why?
Friendly reminder tipped $1.
Doc should have
Friendly
lived like
reminder,
100 years
Jerry
ago.
Seinfeld was 39 when he met his future wife who was 17 at the time.
Oh.
I think he might be Japanese.
No, you dumb bitch. It wasn't fraudulent.
Why?
And we
Smiles
both
tipped $1
the perfect,
20 cents.
perfectly
Night Kevin
timed
go
buffer.
face with tears
Never
of joy.
mind. Very nice. Perfectly timed. Thanks, Susan. Thanks. And thank you for the $1.20, Smiles. See you later, Derek.
And leave this behind? I probably would not.
Perfect
I like
buffer,
what I'm doing
dude.
right now.
Bitch,
It's
it
a
wasn't
very
fraudulent.
interesting experiment.
Why?
Lady of
I don't know
Night
what the
Phil
hell
tipped
going on
$1.
right now. Good
No one
God.
knows my struggle of trying to please my
It didn't
daddy
buff
cat.
at all
If I
on
don't
the
bring
Mixer
home at
stream.
least
YouTube screwed
$500
me
a
over
day,
here, dude.
she gets a bat and goes to town. And every night I have to hike up my skirt and let her penetrate me all night long.
Oh, God.
Then get back in the corner crying face.
That's definitely a crying face.
It's exciting for me, and I'm having fun doing it, and I want to see where this goes and if I can make this work out in the long run.
Oh, you sure did.
That being said, yeah, there are times when I'm nervous. Like, I am very nervous about my back and stuff like that, and there's questions like, Phil, what happens if you hurt your back and you need to get surgery and now you're bedridden for 2 months? Because that's what happens when you get the kind of surgery that I need to get. For at least a month, I'm stuck in bed, and I can't do playthroughs if I'm sitting in bed. So,
This is
where's the
phenomenal. Phil, what happens if you as the game-playing man injure your back? Well, he can't play in the finals, obviously.
income going to come from those 2 months? It's a major concern. So there are a lot of major concerns, but I think the risk right now is worth it for doing what I'm doing. I'm having a blast. I'm making money. I'm having fun. Everyone's enjoying it. The channels are growing. I'm successful.
I'm the one who gets paid to play the shitty game. You're the one who paid to play the shitty game. See? See the difference?
I'm too pretty to die.
I'm very positive. It is what it is. I wouldn't give it up for the world
I'm very positive.
right now. And that's that.
DS
Next
positive.
question is from GN Nort. And he says, hey DSP, what do you think are the pros and cons of PC gaming as compared to console gaming? That's actually an easy question.
What a
there
fucking
are some
brainless
pros.
question to
The
ask
pros
DSP.
are,
What are we doing here?
Number one, the controls.
He doesn't know
for
anything
most
about
games,
anything.
especially FPS games, keyboard and mouse is exceptionally better control than a gamepad. And you'll actually find that on a
What an amazing
PC,
question for DSP at
people are way
any
better at
any
playing
point in
these games than people
time.
really are on console, because on console you're
Fucking
jumped down,
wonderful.
you can't turn around as fast, you can't move as fast, you can't do certain things as good. I love the control scheme of a PC. Number two, PC games tend to have a lot of extras, like you saw with The Witcher 2. The damn game was only $50 and it came with posters, it came with letters,
Wouldn't that just mean the developers were nice and they wanted to give people a lot of stuff? I like how he doesn't put that on the devs being cool guys. He blames it on PC gaming just being amazing. So what, did the console version not get anything, or I guess that's where we're gonna go.
maps. It came
Maps.
with a collector's edition DVD. It
Didn't
came
Grand
with
Theft Auto
a
games come on
soundtrack
maps?
CD. It came with a
Don't
strategy
they still
guide.
do?
It came with
I don't know if
100
Cowboy
fucking
Game came
extras
on.
for the cheaper than the price of a standard console game. So that's really cool.
No, you dumb bitch.
And then
It
number
wasn't
three,
fraudulent.
PC games typically have
Is
their bugs
DSP
fixed
okay
pretty
tipped
quickly.
$1? If Jerry Seinfeld met his 17-year-old wife when he is 39, then how old was DSP when he was with Panda Lee or Cat? They aren't underage, are they? YouTube and Twitch is a pedo-free zone. I don't know about Mixer though.
No, you dumb bitch. It wasn't fraudulent.
Why?
DSP
I have no idea what you're
Jr.
talking about,
tipped
dude.
$1. I'm kind of a big shot, you know. My dad was the first
Stop
Let's
being
Player.
negative.
He invented the term
Seinfeld
Let's
is
Play.
a cool
Kid
guy.
Unicorn Dad didn't get me the Tevin action figure I wanted for Christmas.
What can I say?
All
I'm
we
a
had
fan.
was hay and sugar cubes.
Wait, what?
DSP
The Tevin
tipped
action
$5.
figure?
Snort, sir, I have had some people behind the scenes tell me what this Sean McCallers meme is. Apparently audible squint. They took a voice clip of him and use it to reference another detractor meme. It makes no sense and is not funny. Snort flowers people, man.
Isn't it ironic that I'm the guy?
You're on camera! You're on camera! Stay back!
It's the guy watching his Twitch.
Is that really him?
So if you have a really buggy PC game, either the developer or sometimes even the fan community, in the case of Fallout New Vegas, develop patches and fix the problems. In Fallout New Vegas, the definitive version of that game right now is the PC version because they fixed all of the bugs, and that really isn't the case for console. Those bugs were not fixed. So it is kind of interesting to see how good PC games are, but there are negatives as well, which I'll talk about right now.
I'm interested to see what the negatives were in 2011 for DSP.
The first negative is the cost of the damn gaming PC. As you saw, I had a gaming PC. Originally, my budget was roughly $1,000. Then all of a sudden, it went up to $1,250. By the time that thing was done, it was...
You see, because DSP specifically spent a lot of money, more than he needed to, obviously, on a gaming PC. I'm not even going to say on a gaming PC, because he spent that much money to play video games on a PC. Because you're really talking about playing games on a PC, not owning a good gaming PC. But anyway, because he spent a lot of money on his gaming PC, that means everyone ever that want to play a video game on a PC, they also all have to spend a lot of money.
You dumb bitch.
You can't just get like a cheap laptop and play Overwatch.
Val Chisholm
Sure, that would be
$1.
PC
I
gaming,
wouldn't trust DSP
but it's
to
not
run
real
a lemonade
PC gaming.
stand, much less a dying
Sound
YouTube
good?
Twitch channel, but I'm still convinced he's trolling the underage forums for sister wives to help contribute to the house bills
What the hell
alongside
is a
his
sister
soulmate.
wife? That sounds very negative. Thank you for the $1.
Intergalactic_Dave tipped
Man,
$5.
$5 voice is
Size,
weird.
as you know guys, the Galactic Federation won't send me my space credits until the second week of the solar cycle. Please tip me, ever since I lost my job on Earth back in 2010.
No, you
He's
dumb
in
bitch.
space
It wasn't
now,
fraudulent.
doing Let's Plays.
Darksidia Frenton tipped $1.
Oh,
Bang,
God.
I chat. I'm
Is this
making
gonna be
all
a
this
meme
gold
today?
dust. Main, Luda chat. Getting all this bits. Mang I
Oh, shit, thank
Luda
you for the
chat.
$1.
I
Dark
swear
Side,
I
right?
need to pay
People
these
being
bills.
negative about
Mang I
Seinfeld
Luda
guy.
chat. I need
Stop
those
being
bills for my
toxified.
wifey. Main Luda horsey.
Angry Crow tip $2. Tevin, stop being in denial.
And it's fucking Angry Crow
Expose
saying
yourself
this?
and everyone else to the truth.
Get out of here, Angry
Show
Crow.
them
No, you dumb bitch. It wasn't
Don't you
fraudulent.
like the lolly voice?
Why?
That has to be a
DSP
fake Angry
Junior
Crow.
tipped
That's
$1.
it.
Hey Tevin,
I don't
it's
believe
me.
you.
You know, the kid. I really wanted that Tevin action figure. Stupid dad should have got me what I wanted. Now I'm a detractor. I should be able to visit soon if my mom will let me ride her back through the water in New Orleans.
Thank you for the $1. DSP Junior.
$1,500. Then I had to go buy a gaming keyboard and mouse and all that. So
You
really
have
the
to
thing
buy
was
a
over
gaming
$1,600
keyboard and mouse?
once it was said and done.
Well,
So,
there you go.
Yeah, it's really fucking expensive to play games on PC. In addition to that, PC technology advances dramatically. So in a year or two, my PC may be outdated and I might need to spend even more money, hundreds more dollars, to upgrade the thing to keep playing the latest games. Compare that with a console where...
Yeah, compare that with a console. Look at how it works out now. And this is the generation when they tried to give everybody motion control shit too, huh? So wouldn't that be the upgrade? But anyway, even if you want to say that's not a necessary upgrade, I mean, look at how it works out now. We got the pros and the lights for everything.
The Xbox
So big ups.
360 has been out for what, 6 years now? The hardware has not been upgraded at all, and you can still play every single game on it with relatively decent graphical settings. So, if you're
Decent.
looking for the budget, you have to go with consoles. It's a no-brainer that you go with a console
No-brainer.
over a PC. The other negative thing about PC is that the difficulty. Okay, a lot of PC games have this very sharp learning curve. It's not like console games where
Yo,
console games pretty much hold your
holy
hand
shit.
to the
Can I actually play this and it's not out of context? It's been months.
Controller's harder to learn than mouse and keyboard.
Feels
first
good, man.
chapter or two until you learn how to
It's
play
more
the game.
difficult just
PC
because
games
it's on
a lot of
PC.
times, such as The Witcher
Very
2,
nice.
throw you right the fuck into it and just expect you to know how to play the game.
Now it's The Witcher 2's fault again. So PC gaming is great because of The Witcher 2, and PC gaming also sucks because of The Witcher 2. Damn, he was really
That's how PC games are. They're
he had a
hardcore
unique
pretty
opinion
much.
on that
So-
game.
Ooh, excuse me.
It's almost like that's the only shit he played on
My
PC
phone
that
just
year or
reset
something.
itself.
Didn't he break keyboards playing The Witcher 2?
Anyway, that's really weird that my phone just turned itself off like that. But anyway, yeah, PC games have pros and cons. For the most part, if there's a game that I think that the better version will be on PC,
Let me see how
for
easy
example,
this would be to find. It might be one of the first things. It's a really old tractor video too of him playing Witcher 2. Is it this? Oh my God, it is. Sure, DSP cult leader video. Why not? Look at the fucking dislikes, dude. 1,000 dislikes. The pig army was very ferocious. I might have to mess around with the camera or the screen size. Screw it. I'll leave it like it is. Oh, never mind. Maybe not. It looked kind of stupid.
No, you dumb bitch. It wasn't fraudulent.
I'm seriously disappointed right now. I thought this game was going to
Sarkov
be
tipped
good.
$1. Oh yeah,
keyboard. This new
consoles
mouse
are
I got is
definitely
fucking
for the
weird.
poor people. Let me just drop $60 for every big game even years after they've come out, while the PPL on PC can get games cheap through Steam sales.
Or they could get them legally. But yeah, console is for budget gamers, dude.
Doesn't seem to be good in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, this is some
This
quality
game
right
could
here.
have learned from Assassin's Creed, because in Assassin's Creed you fight giant crowds of people, and yeah, it can get hard, but it's not like this. But they decided to go their own route and make the game shitty. I'm really hoping later on in the game you get more abilities and it makes it more fun, because this is fucking horrible. Boogie bullshit. Look at that. He blocks and counterattacks for monster damage. Look at that.
Man, May 23rd, 2011. That's some
Gang bang me
vintage
from
content.
behind. No, team up on me. Nothing I can do. Oh, he does a running charge.
A nation. Welcome to Puff Son tipped $4.20. Puff harder. My favorite part of the figure story is that he still got the figure. And not even ages later. Like, he got it that year.
Hey,
He
dude,
still tells
it
that
wasn't
story
the
under
collector's
premise of
version he
loss.
No, you
specifically
dumb
wanted.
bitch. It wasn't fraudulent.
How dare you?
Random 90s rap lyrics tipped $1. I like to rhyme like my beats funkyum spunky. I like my oatmeal lumpium sick wit dis, straight gangsta mat, but sometimes I get ridiculous. He'll eat up all your crackers and your licorice. He yo fat girl, come here, are ya ticklish?
Now, if it wasn't for that fat girl part, I would think that was like crisscross. But now I'm super confused. Hey, fat girl, come here, all your ticklish is a pretty good line. You can't say that anymore.
Dead. Oh, I almost died. Now I died, because he can just attack whenever he wants. Doesn't matter if you're hitting him or not. Apparently a suit of armor makes it so that you can do whatever you want in life. You can bulldoze through like the Juggernaut, because you're wearing a suit of armor. If that's the case, give me a
You can do
fucking
whatever
suit
you
of
wanna
armor,
do
you
in
stupid
life.
game.
Poor bro. He wasn't having
I
fun.
just died! Oh my god! How did I die? This makes no sense! This game makes no sense. It does whatever it wants. If it feels like hitting you, it just hits you. I'm in the middle of attacking him and he just swings and kills me instantly. I went from 75% life to no life in like a second. This game fucking blows. I don't think I'm gonna play this game. I think I'm done. How am I gonna fucking beat it? If the whole game's like this, how will I ever beat it?
Massive fan of the Witcher series of games. Didn't play 1, played 2 and hated it. Played 3, hated the DLC.
Nukem
Very nice.
Forever, I think really the PC version will be a better version.
He probably
I'm gonna
can't wait
try
to play
get
that next
those
game.
games for PC. But if it's a game that's cross-platform and it looks like it might be more of an advantage to play on console for whatever reason, for example, Hunted Demon's Forge, where the control scheme really was made for a gamepad.
For example, what?
For example, Hunted Demon's Forge, where the
What the
control
hell is
scheme
that?
really was made for a gamepad. I'll probably play it on gamepad, okay, or on console.
It must be something.
All right, 2 more questions.
Oh,
and then
that.
we're all set for this week.
Oh.
Next question is from
Sure.
Nendroids.
Why
It
not?
says, "Hey Phil, I
Hey,
missed a couple
Phil.
of Ask the King, so sorry if this has been answered, but are you going to get a gaming phone?" And this is a funny question because a lot of phones now seem to have games on them. In fact, there's the new Sony phone coming out that supposedly is going to play games that are like PlayStation 2 games. My answer is absolutely not. No, I'm not getting a gaming phone. And the reason is when I play games, I take them seriously. I want to sit down in front of my big screen 50-inch TV or 52-inch TV. I don't remember how big it is.
No, you dumb bitch. It wasn't
This
fraudulent.
flex, by the way.
Happy
This
Crow
flex.
tipped $1. Dude, you should use the lowly voice for
I'm
like
a big TV.
$1,000 tips or some butterfly so Angry Crow can save up to hear it occasionally.
That's pretty good. I'll think about it, dude. It could be the $999 alert. You get a lowly voice.
2 games. My answer is absolutely not. No, I'm not getting a gaming phone, and the reason is when I play games,
He takes it
I take them
seriously, you guys.
I want to sit down in front of my big screen 50-inch TV or 52-inch TV. I don't even remember how big it is. I want to play the game and enjoy it, and have my surround sound and sit on a nice comfy couch and really get the whole immersive experience. I don't want to stare at a tiny fucking screen trying to play a game on my phone, kill my cell phone's battery, and totally basically eliminate the reason for me having the phone in the first
Any
place.
more drug
It's the same
deaths
thing
in the pipeline, DJ Chiz?
No, I still have to do that Taylor Swift thing. And I still want to do the Wings DSP meme song thing. I never got around to doing that the weekend. Feels bad, man. Eventually.
With the, like I said, with
Eventually.
the Nintendo 3DS,
I got too many other
and
projects
the new
lined up.
PSP that's coming out. That what's it called?
Oh shit, the new PSP.
NGP,
The Vitality.
NGP, Next Generation Portable. Why do
Yeah,
I
that was
want
gonna
to
be the real
play
name.
near HD graphics on a tiny fucking screen with little shitty speakers and bad controls? I'd be a moron. So why would I want to do that? It's the same thing.
Well, he ended up
Sure,
loving
maybe if you have
mobile
a lot
games
of
too,
time to kill,
eventually,
if you have a
because his
commute every
girlfriend
day
was
on the
boring.
subway, maybe you want to get the gaming
Feels
phone.
bad.
But unless you're constantly commuting or you have time to kill, why the fuck do
He
you
was
wanna
in his
play
house
games
playing
on a
mobile
tiny
games,
screen?
too.
It makes no sense to
Oh,
me.
well.
It blows my
It's
mind.
different
People
kind
ran
of
out and
games,
bought
you
the Nintendo
idiot.
3DS when there were
Yeah.
no fucking games for it, yet they still ran out and bought it like idiots. The whole portable gaming thing to me is just, it blows my mind. Now keep in mind, I love my Nintendo DS. I still have the Nintendo DS Lite, and I'm going to keep playing. I have Dragon Quest games on it that I play, and guess when I play them? When I want to kill time. So that's the purpose of those
Holy
things.
shit,
I
he brought up
wouldn't wanna
Dragon
kill
Quest
my
back
cell
then.
phone battery playing a game.
Big ups.
I don't understand the whole crazy people playing game on their cell phones. I think they're idiots. Alright, I know they're idiots.
Wait,
Okay.
huh?
Last question.
If you play... Wow.
Battery playing and kill time. I'm gonna keep playing.
WWE
I have Dragon Quest
Supercard.
games on it that I play, and guess when I play them?
Isn't
When
it
I wanna
Shawn
kill
Michaels?
time. So that's the purpose of those things. I wouldn't want to kill my cell phone battery playing a game. I don't understand the whole crazy people playing game on their cell phones. I think they're idiots.
Isn't it ironic that I'm the guy?
That's a good little face for that part too.
Okay. Last question. This one's from Rob Emanuel, and he says, "Hey,
Rob
Phil, do you ever
Emmanuel?
think the stereotypes of gamers will ever be thrown out the window, meaning that you're nerds, they're geeks, they're fat,
No.
they're losers, they're virgins, blah, 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 blah." Listen.
Listen,
There's
the
always
bottom
gonna
line
be
is this.
stupid stereotypes, okay? At one point, jocks were known as to be dumb
No, you
idiots.
dumb bitch,
You
it
know,
wasn't
they were good for
fraudulent.
nothing. They're just
Why?
big losers.
Fake Angry
Now,
Crow
it
tipped
seems
$1.
like,
What's
you
the
know,
deal with
gamers
people
or
not
nerds
wanting
are
to
the
date
next thing. And
underage
it's funny
girls?
'cause look at me. Do I
Baitum
look like a
bum
nerd?
bum bum
Do I
bum
sit
bum
around
baitum
doing
p
nerdy
t t
things all day?
p
Not
p
really.
poo.
I play games.
Stop
and,
being a
you know,
coward and show
unlike the
people
people
the.
who criticize me for playing Witcher 2, no, I don't fucking sit around for hours on end studying the strategy guides, studying the instructions.
I don't know why I would
practicing,
read a
and then doing
Gorka
an epic
article on the
master
stream.
level playthrough. That's not what I do.
God damn,
I
I'm
sit
sorry for
down
playing
and I
along
play a
with this
game
because you
at
really
face value,
stretched
you
them
know,
out.
shoot from the hip, try to learn the game, and try
Thank you
to
for the
beat
dollar, I
game.
guess.
And I think that I pretty much represent the average common gamer. Again, I don't think the average common gamer is a nerdy stereotype who all they do is sit around studying and playing video games. So I think it is a silly stereotype. Now keep in mind there are people who go to that extreme, such as some of the people that Howard Stern criticized at too many games. But not everyone's like that. It's an overgeneralization. But you know what? It's always going to happen. There's always going to be haters. The bottom line is, really, gaming is becoming more mainstream, and
No,
I
you
predict
dumb
that over the
bitch,
next
it
5
wasn't
to 10 years,
fraudulent.
it will become mainstream to the
Down
point where
forward punch tipped
it's gonna become
$1.
just as
Hey Turvin, this
How
is
did he
Vince
end this
McMahon.
video so fast?
Listen to this dude acting all high and mighty
Gaming
about
is gonna
mobile
become
games
mainstream,
when he spent
thankfully.
thousands on WWE Supercard. Hey Dark, thanks for the money, dummy. You helped me buy another Lamborghini.
No, you dumb bitch, it wasn't fraudulent.
Big up.
Why?
Da Real Angie Crow tipped $1. Hey, Tevin. You should just eradicate Rory Labat Rady. I've gotten her. I love Robot Dude now.
By the way. It's been a while since I
Lizard
heard
Detective
that.
tipped $4.20. Puff harder. Man, he cried so hard about not getting Dragon Quest Minecraft 2. Secret fan theory, I wonder if his parents got it for him, seeing their little sausage so sad.
Popular, if not more popular, and then
Seeing
movies and everything else that kind of has
the
come to the
little
forefront in the
sausage.
past
Aw.
20 to 30 years. So I'm excited about
Maybe.
it, and let people make fun of you. Ha ha ha, big fucking deal. Right now, gaming is the popular thing. You know, sports
So because
are
it's
kinda
popular, you
dying out.
can't make fun of
Ratings
them?
are going down for sports.
Well, I get. You know what? Fuck it. Screw it.
Actually are losing money. They're not making as
Why
much
not?
money as
Fuck
they used
it.
to in the
Move
box
on.
office. Video games are the
Use your
next
dumb
big
video
thing.
DSP.
Be happy to be a part of it, okay? So I'm DSP. That's been it for this edition of Ask the King. It was a long one because there were a lot of questions to answer. I'll see you guys next time.
His logic jumps are fucking
No, you
crazy
dumb bitch. It
sometimes,
wasn't
man.
fraudulent.
Holy shit.
Evil white Christian tipped $1.
do I need
Wait,
here?
if Jerry
This-
Seinfeld dates underage girls, then does that make him a
Is this it?
lolicon? Does Seinfeld like lawless?
Does he like Lawless? Sure, why not? Is this like a weird... I don't know. Am I gonna get in trouble from fucking Jerry Seinfeld? I don't know. It's hard to tell how dumb this is, actually. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm working on it. I'm definitely working on it. We'll get there eventually.
Mail, motherfucker! What is going on, everyone? DSP here.
No, you dumb
Welcome
bitch.
to
It wasn't fraudulent.
episode 21 of Ask the King.
High school
Today is
tipped
February
$1.
23rd,
I'm not a nerd, guys,
2012.
trust me.
And I do
Never
openly
mind the
admit I'm
Street
doing
Fighter
this,
2 shirt.
a
Oh,
week
wait, not the
earlier
locker
than I
again.
had originally planned.
And
that I
you're
was
wearing a
going to
fucking
do it.
Blanca shirt in this one.
February is a short month, and so I was either going to do it like the first day of March, which
You look
technically
way
that would
bigger in
skip
his
the
shirt than
month,
you do now,
or I
though.
was going to do it this last week
So
of February.
I guess I could give him
It
the,
just so
oh
happens
my
that
god,
today
look
with
how
my
fat he
schedule,
was.
It fits, so I said,
You have to
let's
go
go
back
ahead
to
and do it. And by
2011
the
to
way,
actually say look
plenty
how
of good
fat he
questions
was.
for this
Big
time
ups.
around. It's not like because
Oh,
it's
this
only
video
been
actually correct.
a little over
I
3
guess.
weeks that there's not any
Okay, maybe
shortage
not.
of
It
questions.
looked
We've
funny.
got a lot of good ones this time, so let's get right into it. As usual, I get the feeling this is going to be a long episode, probably a two-parter. So, all right, let's jump right in. So the
A
first
long
question.
episode now was what, 3 hours?
Hey Phil,
Hey,
I
Phil.
love your videos, and
Of
whenever
course.
I watch them, they always brighten my day. So please keep it
Obviously.
up. But here are my questions: what is your favorite video game of all time? What is your favorite movie of all time? And if you were to make your own video game,
What the hell is
what would
this
it be
stupid
about?
shit?
Thanks.
No.
And that's from the point.
It's like a 2019 question.
Expected that movie was going to be as big as 8 months after the release of Operation Raccoon City on March 20th.
Raccoon
I've
Shitty?
noticed the same exact pattern happened with last year's Marvel vs. Capcom 3. The original came out in February, Ultimate Edition came out in November. I believe that having 2 new Resident Evil games coming out on the same year is too much. Just like how everyone groaned that there's a new Assassin's Creed game once per year, this is even worse. What is your opinion on this matter? Is Capcom trying to squeeze every inch of money out of its fans just to make a quick buck within a very short time frame? And that's from Big Star 17. Well, interesting question, but this is actually a different situation than what happened with Marvel vs. Capcom 3 last year, and let me explain why. Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City and Resident Evil 6 are two completely...
It's funny, he kind of has a legacy, not liking anything Capcom does, but then Capcom made the game that is the reason he got a legacy in the first place.
different games. In fact, the play styles of the
Feels
games
bad.
are completely different. Yes, they technically take place in the same universe, you know, the same
Big ups to Capcom, dude.
storyline.
DSP
but
boycotted y'all
they're
like
not
7 years
the
ago.
same game. It's not Resident Evil 6 is not a direct sequel or improvement upon Operation Raccoon City. In fact, it's two different divisions of gaming studios.
Is
that
he
are
gonna
developing
defend
these
this?
games. It's not like the same group is developing one and then developing the next. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was quite the opposite.
Oh, we're just
One
going to
game
compare
came
it
out in
directly to a
February,
fighting game.
An improved
Okay.
upon sequel with new characters and gameplay tweaks came out in November, and it literally rendered the original game completely
dumb
obsolete.
bitch, it wasn't
So
fraudulent.
anyone who spent $60 on Marvel vs.
Jerry
Capcom
Seinfeld
3
tipped
basically
$1.
paid
So, I just heard that this black
$60.
dude was calling me pedo on his stream last night. This is slander. I'm definitely not into lawless. And no, I'm not Angie Crow. Stop that. And what's the deal with the Polish? What's up with that?
You better take a sip.
For a game they would only play for 7 to 8 months and then became completely obsolete
fucking
and no one plays it anymore. So that was really the reason why so many people were furious about how can you make a sequel or not maybe.
Oh yeah, that's way too quiet. Definitely way too quiet.
Sparts tipped $6.66. Coming soon, Project 700. Imagine this: Amberlynn Reed wakes up and she is fat. She has to travel to Weight Watchers World to defeat Death Fat Face with her pals John Rambo and Howard. Special effects by Respect the Fat. Catering by
I love
Cheesecake
the
Factory.
opening of the story. Imagine this. Amberlynn wakes up and she's fat. Oh my God.
That's not true.
But thank you for the 666 sponsor.
Get a sequel, but
Could you imagine
almost
that?
Like
That would be
should have been a
terrible.
DLC where if you bought Marvel vs. Capcom 3, you could spend 10 more bucks and get Ultimate Marvel 3, which isn't what they did. They completely re-released the game for another $30, which you had to spend. So that's what the controversy was about last year. How can you make your own game obsolete within 8 months? This is different. Two completely different games. You can play them both separately. When Resident Evil 6 comes out, it's not going to make Operation Raccoon City obsolete because they're completely different games. It's different settings, different play styles, so it's a completely different situation. But thanks for the question. I'm glad that I got to clarify that.
That was a very unique way to defend that.
Okay, this next question is from Rucati.
What?
And he says, Phil, how do you always stay positive? Let's look back at your past
What?
year or so. You lost your job because America's economy is still...
Okay, let's go all the way back.
Is from Rucati. And he says, Phil, how do you always stay positive? Let's look back at your past year or so. You lost your job because America's economy is still a joke. You stayed positive. You figured out how to make your hobby work as a job. Then you got kicked off of YouTube, so you were in trouble again. But you still managed to stay insanely positive, and you
Yo, the Pinay stroke in this question is insane.
got things working out with
Insane.
TV. Then you got kicked off Blip TV, and you still stayed positive, even though there were things that I'd say majority of people out there...
Yeah, DSP stayed positive through all of this stuff, you guys. He didn't scream and make weird rant videos and call people stupid and call people jealous and say people were idiots. Just in this video, during this Q&A, wasn't it? Or was it the last one? I'm getting them mixed up now because it's the same damn now. God damn it. Maybe it was the last one then. Never mind, I get the benefit of the doubt. That was the last one. So it's not that bad. It was just a few months apart, dude. I'm taking him out of context. Even though he's still complaining about losing the job now. But he called them idiots for firing him. He called them idiots. But he was positive after they fired him. He was
severely
positive.
depressed over, and then finally you settled in with Machinima. So what are your tricks to being so positive even when life seems to be trying to keep you down? Well, the thing is,
This is
I
such
can only speak
bullshit.
from my own personal experiences. Okay?
No,
This will be
It
one of
wasn't
those cheers like poopy gaming sins or some
Happy
shit.
Pig tipped $1. Maybe the real positivity is the snorts we made along the way.
That's a good point. I never thought about it that way. It's a very positive spin on it, dude.
I am a realist, and I
This would be
realize
like a poopy man gaming or a poopster
that not
cheer or
everyone
one of
out
those
there in
dudes.
life
Phil,
is gonna have
how are
the
you
same
so fucking
experiences
cool?
as me.
I love
Okay?
everything you
And
do.
that this isn't gonna
Can you
be
continue
true.
to be
What I'm
cool
about
for
to
us,
talk
Phil?
about isn't going to stay
Yeah,
true
man. I
for
agree.
everyone. But in my life, I've always had a philosophy of
Oh, come on.
no one's going to tell me
philosophy?
what to do or what I can and can't do.
Oh, this is brilliant.
Philosophy of no one's going to tell me what to do or what I can and can't do. Okay. A philosophy of if
Listen to this philosophy. No one can tell me what to do. My God. My God.
Creepy Susie tipped
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the volume up on this
$6.66.
during the stream.
You gave my number a notification. Less than 3 eat legs, eat legs, eat
Let's
legs,
see,
eat
what tabs
legs.
could I pull up? But thank you for the 666. It's actually not for that amount, but I mean, I guess it could work. But it's for between $5.01 all the way up to 10.17. Is that? I don't know what the hell eat
No, you
legs is
dumb
though.
bitch. It wasn't fraudulent.
Why?
Thanks for the tip. Bukake tipped $1. Whoa, I just got a $1, well actually 75 cents tip from Bukaki. Well, thank you.
Thank you for the
That's really going to
75
help a
cents
lot.
tip,
Snort,
man.
let me put you up
Really
on the
appreciate it,
leaderboard.
dude. Let me get you up there with the leaderboard. I should make a leaderboard one day.
I am faced with
manual
an
one.
amazing
It would be great.
overwhelming
No one
amount
would
of hate and
complain.
negativity that I'm going to, rather than turn that into something that's going to hold me down and make me get depressed or sad or angry. I'm going to use it to
He wasn't
fuel
depressed then?
myself
I thought,
and
whatever.
to come back
What,
with
screw it.
twice the amount of resolve that I had in the first place.
Pig
And I've always had
Oh, damn,
this
that is the
belief
next
that if I
volume. I
stay
need to redo
positive
it
and I
then.
keep plugging away and I work really hard, that I
Okay.
will be successful, okay? Now, I completely understand that life isn't perfect. It's not a fairy tale, and there are people out there who
Mr. Successful Man.
get
over
into
here.
negative situations and they probably still keep a positive attitude and they work hard and things don't work out. I'm a realist and I understand that. And I'm not trying to tell everyone.
Yeah, remember that depression stream? Years after this? And this was the moment in time when he was supposed to be depressed. He didn't have a girlfriend. I guess because he was making money, he wasn't depressed, but I thought he was depressed during this time. Who knows, dude?
That the world is perfect and that everything's going to work out.
Stop
for
taking him out of
everyone. It's
context.
not. But what I can tell you is this, at least in my life, that's been the case. I've been, outside of YouTube, there have been many, many negative things that have happened in my life, and I just never gave up, and because of that, I am where I am right now. I mean,
Johnson
when I got
over
out of
here.
college,
Never give up.
I had this crazy, like, lofty idea that I was going to get a great job straight out of college simply because I had gone to college, and that, you know, I was going to make a lot of money, and I was going to have this adult life that was going to be great, and within a couple of years, I was going to be able to buy a house and have a car and have a girlfriend, then I could afford to raise a family and all that, and that never happened. What ended up happening was I got a job that stunk, a job where my boss didn't like me, and the job really was not a very good job. It was based mostly off of commission, and because my boss really didn't like me that much, he gave me the worst possible leads that I could get, and basically I was working with nothing, trying to make sales and loans. I had to leave that job prematurely, which I didn't want to do, and I was in a lot
No,
of
you
debt
dumb
when I
bitch,
did,
it wasn't fraudulent.
because I had moved out of my parents' house. I had
Little
spent
Polish
all this money
sausage
to live
tipped
in an
$1.
apartment,
I guess
and
all this
I thought I was gonna
positivity
have
bull
steady
is now
income, and
rewritten
the job
into his
didn't work out.
suicidal
I ended up
depression.
working for Best Buy
I hate how the
for less than
DSP
a
anime
year.
retconned
Within
the
that
manga
year,
so much.
which
The
looked
story
really good
feels
when I
really
started working for
disjointed.
them, because I was on
2/10
this elite
Crunchyroll
business
user
team. I was
review.
getting paid a lot of money. I was supposed to be selling like high-end electronics and stuff to people. My boss got fired for embezzlement. Our team had absolutely no leadership.
What the hell is this
and then slowly
law?
but surely, Best Buy realized that this elite business team was not a good idea, and they tried to find ways to get rid of us without outright laying us off, which means they would have had to pay unemployment. So they framed me for trying to abuse the store discount, even though the
never mind, I remember
transaction
this
they
now.
tried to say that I abused
They
the store
framed him,
discount,
by the way.
I saved 40 cents. So that's how fucking stupid these
He literally
idiots were.
used the discount.
So
he
basically,
literally
I got
bought a
fired
bunch of
from Best Buy for
PS4s.
being
I mean
framed for using a
PS2s.
store
But he got
discount.
framed.
So within
Well,
a
there you
year
go.
and a half, all this happened to me. And now I was forced to move out of my apartment and move back in with my parents until I basically worked off enough debt and found a steady job. And luckily for me, I did find a steady job, and that ended up being my job of 5 years, my full-time job. And I was able to work off a lot of my debt. I was eventually able to save up enough money that I could buy this condo. And then even look at that, then I ended up losing that job. But the thing is, I never gave up. I never said, fuck this, I quit. I'm just going to go work at fucking McDonald's, or I'm not even going to work. I'm just going to sit around and leech off my parents. I was never like that. But I stayed positive. I had friends who were supportive. I had family that was supportive.
Oh,
And,
no.
Isn't it ironic?
I never said, fuck this, I quit. I'm just going to go work at fucking McDonald's, or I'm not even going to work. I'm just going to sit around and leech off my parents.
Thanks for the thousands of dollars when DSP got married. DSP mama. And this was DSP when he was young. He always referred to this version of DSP as, oh my God, I was so young. I grew up so much since then. This was the young DSP that allegedly grew up saying, I'm not going to take advantage of my parents. And now you have grown-up DSP taking advantage of his parents.
Eat a fucking cock!
No, you dumb bitch, it wasn't fraudulent.
Why?
Isn't it
$1.
ironic?
Hey, Tevin.
Thanks, Mom.
I love your streams. I was wondering, how do you stay positive? You've been eradicated from Twitch, Susaned multiple times and have to dodge bullets every day. Keep up the good vibes, thumbs
Well,
up.
thank you for the positive contribution, Della. I don't know how I do it, man. I guess, you guys, it's like streaming is so much fun now. So everything's pretty good, man. Besides that, I just use that to motivate me.
Sound good?
I was never like that. But
Never like that.
I stayed positive. I had friends who
Oh.
were supportive. I had a family that was supportive. And I really just felt that if I just stayed positive, I said, look, everyone's shooting me down with negativity. I believe in myself, and I know that I have positive qualities that people want to see. And fuck, people will pay for, whether it's in a boardroom where I'm leading a continuous improvement meeting, whether it's here making a funny, entertaining video on YouTube. I have qualities that people like. So I'm going to find an outlet for them. And eventually here I did. So I really still, I know it's, again, it's a fairy tale. I know it sounds like it's too good to be true, but at least in my life experience, staying positive and not letting negativity keep me down, even get shot down continuously, I've always took a shot, took the chance, and now, at least in the current state that I'm living in, things are working out for me. So
absolutely fierce AF.
That's my personal experience. That's how I've stayed positive. Okay.
What a fucking speech.
Next question.
What a
Hi,
speech.
Phil. You want to send in a video?
Matter of fact, no. We need more for this. The stupid round of applause I can never find. Amazing speech, dogs to Phil. Phenomenal speech.
Now that's fucking based.
Original Darkside Phil channel that you would give Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, a review score of 10. Do you still agree with that? Thanks for all the entertainment from Finland. That's from AXU313. I don't remember that. Maybe I did. I'm not saying I didn't, because let's be honest, I've made, 20,000 videos. Who knows what kind of crazy shit I've said over the years. But I don't think, in my opinion, I would ever give a game a 10. Now, I believe one thing that I remember saying is that
stay the fuck back! Stay back! We will defend ourselves! We will defend ourselves! We will defend ourselves! Stay the fuck back! Stay the fuck back! Stay the fuck back! We will defend ourselves! We will defend ourselves! Do you hear us? We will defend ourselves!
OBS overheated, dude. Chrome closed. Was it green screen DSP? You know what? It's possible. You never know. You never know. Chrome closed. I clicked OK. OBS was eradicated. Chrome was gone. And I mean, thankfully I didn't have to restart the computer because it would have took, an extra 12 seconds. But I still think no matter what, I'm going to have more than one archive here. So that's good. I really, really enjoy when that happens. It's like the best thing ever. So now I got to try to find my fucking chat again. My God. My God.
game a 10. Now,
Let me go back a little bit.
No, you dumb bitch. It wasn't fraudulent.
You still agree with that? Thanks for all the entertainment from
Dr.
Finland. That's
Cheezel
from
tipped $1.
AXU313.
Turban, stay with me, buddy. Use these bits to get you to the hospital. We gotta resuscitate the stream.
Somehow we're back, dude. It wasn't the internet, it was OBS. I guess 1440p plus the gimmicks, plus having a few tabs open, not the best idea. Definitely not the best idea. I might be all right now, though.
I don't remember that. Maybe I did. I'm not saying I didn't, because let's be honest, I've made, 20,000 videos. Who knows what kind of crazy shit I've said over the years. But I don't think, in my opinion, I would ever give a game a 10. Now, I believe one thing that I remember
I still
saying
don't think you gave
is
a game a
that
10 yet.
it's my favorite FPS game of all
Maybe.
time. And in my opinion, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare actually is the best FPS game of all time.
Oh.
And I kind of stand
Oh, okay.
to stick to that
Right,
statement.
all right, sure.
I feel that when it was released, okay, the campaign of Modern Warfare was so amazing and so groundbreaking and so much better than anything else that was out there at the time. Plus, the online play was revolutionary. It was one of the first FPS games where gradually over time you gain experience points, you unlocked different
No, you
things
dumb
over
bitch. It
time.
wasn't
And look
fraudulent.
at how many games have copied this formula.
Anonymous tipped
including
$1.
obviously Call of
Gunja
Duty, but
ginga
almost every
gunja ginga
FPS
gunja
game now is,
gunja gunja
oh,
ginga
you win a
gunja
match, you
ginga
experience
gunja
it, you
gunja
better
gunja.
You get to
ginga
keep the
gunja
first
gunja
one, you
gunja
bastard.
gunja
Gunja ginga
emblems,
gunja ginga gunja gunja
all
gunja
that stuff
ginga
was
gunja ginga gunja
revolutionized
gunja.
on the console market
Thank you
by
for that.
Modern Warfare. So in my opinion, one of the, if not the best FPS game of all time. Would I give it a perfect 10? No, it did have flaws. So
Oh yeah, the chat
that's my
freeze
opinion
now too.
on that.
I wonder
okay,
why the
next
chat
question.
freeze, but the other shit don't
Now this
freeze.
guy-
There's got to be something.
Usually I don't do
something.
this. Usually
But
I don't
do
ask
capture it different
or
ways.
answer. Or
Great
usually I
day.
do burp like that. Usually I don't answer multiple questions from the same person if it's like a lot of questions. But this guy asked.
Puff harder. Phil leeches money off his parents. No. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. What I did was get a loan from my parents. I will pay them back when I get my first paycheck from Boeing in 2029 when
Ooh.
I get a job.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Is he waiting to outlast his parents? Probably.
3 really good questions,
Probably.
so I want to answer them all. Okay, hi Phil. This
You're gonna
is, by
give
the way,
his
this
mama
is
the thumb.
LB12396.
Oh my God, it was
Hi
LSB.
Phil. I love your videos.
You said
and
his
these are
name
my
wrong.
questions.
It wasn't
Number
LSB.
1.
We can pretend it was.
What game, apart from Zelda, would you like to be brought back as an HD re-release from your childhood?
I don't know. No anime
This is a
question. It might have
no-brainer
not
for
been
me.
him.
The answer is the Final Fantasy series. How on earth have you taken these classic games like Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy VI, which if you do poll people who have played all the Final Fantasy games, they pretty much do say that era of games were the best Final Fantasy games. How do you not remake those? And there have been rumors even for years that Final Fantasy VII would be remade in HD, and even that I could see. That was the first 3D Final Fantasy game.
Final Fantasy VII being remade in HD. Big ups. It took a long time, and it's almost there.
How do you not remake them? You're remaking everything else in HD. Like, I think it would be a no-brainer. Fuck Final Fantasy 13 with its shitty story and
Fuck that
repetitive
game.
gameplay, and fucking re-release the good ones, and then
Fuck the new game. Re-release the good ones. I'm sorry, 2011 DSP, but wasn't the idea of Project 7 based on playing Final Fantasy 7 and how much you hated it? But re-release the good ones. Well, I mean, he didn't say re-release the ones I like, so I guess I could let him have that.
maybe use your brain
Use
and
your
try to
brain
create a game as
and
good
give
as
us
those,
remakes, you
instead
fucking
of trying to
idiots.
go off and do your own stupid fucking thing, which no one apparently likes.
Be lazy so he can
Sales
complain
numbers
about that
for
too.
Final Fantasy 13 too, it did poorly compared to other Final Fantasy games. So those would be the games I would love to see remade in HD. Okay. Number 2, what do you think of Sony's recent change of download
Vintage
policies
dog
from
looking like a
5 systems
football
to
player.
2? As
But he
although
is,
you only have one PS3, many families have.
This isn't the native, I don't know, resolution for this video. So I guess he look a little chunkier. But still, like, his shoulder's almost as wide as Cat in this video. That's pretty good. Yeah, very nice.
No, you dumb bitch, it wasn't fraudulent.
Warren Sapp over here.
Tevin Burnell
Obviously.
tipped $1, so you guys. It seems like a couple of trolls found my IP from the dank web. It must have been
The
some
dank
little
web?
kids. These trolls
Oh,
are
yeah, he
ruining
actually
my
said it,
life,
the
dude.
dank web.
Please
Big ups to the
donate
dank
so I
web.
can get a newer Cox modem. Please, I need your help, guys. Folded hands.
I wonder if he's gonna have something like that this summer, because he kind of running out of time, and money been looking a little low. He got to get like flagged or some shit like he always do every summer.
Have more than that. So let me explain what he means. This
I don't
is
know
true.
how
just
I'm
found
gonna
out
keep
about this
doing
the other
this, you
day
guys. I'm
when I
gonna
was
need your
registering
help.
My PS Vita.
Whoa, man! Thank
The
you,
way that
Blaine.
PlayStation Network
$700
works is
tip
that you
from
buy a game
Blaine.
for it,
Thanks,
okay?
man.
You can only download
It's really gonna
to a
help out,
limited
man.
amount
I
of
don't know how I'm
devices.
gonna pay
so
my
if I
bills.
purchase right now, I'm trying to think of a game, Shank 2 on the PlayStation
Shank? Oh
Network.
wow, Shank
I can
2.
only download it.
I was
Previously,
about to say,
it
what
was
the
to
fuck is that?
5 devices. So if you
remember
had
now.
2 PS3s in your house,
I didn't
your
like
son
that
had a PSP, your daughter had a PS Vita, and that game
Matter
was
of fact, I didn't
available
like
for all
any
of those
indie games
platforms.
last gen.
You could download it to all of those platforms. Now they've limited it
At least not
to
real
only
indie
2.
games.
And when they say 2, it's either 2 PS3s or 2
Feels
PS Vitas or PSPs or combination.
No one
So,
wants 2 PS
a
Vitas.
perfect example here would be a game like Mod Nation Racers or Wipeout
I got a PSP I need to
2048,
mod
where
soon
that
for
game
somebody
is
else.
available on both the PS3 and the Vita. And it's cross-platform, meaning you can play a game on the PS3 and you can then take it and suspend it and go play it on your Vita later on. Sony has reduced the
Oh, that's
number
how we
of
grinded in
licenses to
Bloodborne.
2, meaning you can only put it on 2 devices. So if you have 2 PS3s and a Vita, you're screwed. You can only put it on 2 and you have to pick and choose which ones. I think it's lame, obviously. I think it's a lame attempt by Sony to try to get you to buy more games, which is ridiculous. You have to buy multiple copies of the game. But at the same time, I think 5 is a lot. Like 5 copies of a game is like I actually think that's Like, I can't believe they were doing that many at that time. So, I can tell you why they're doing it, to make more money. Do I agree with it? No. That's what I think about it. Final question.
Great response.
In your Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater playthrough, while battling at the end, you made comments about Kojima. And I was just wondering, why do you, if you actually do dislike him? I don't dislike Kojima.
Before, I think this was before the first ever This Is How You Don't Play. So, obviously before KWO Sons of Kojima. All of the horrible, toxic things that ruined his life.
Hideo Kojima, who is the...
Look at this chunky boy on screen. He loved life back then. He lost so much weight and turned into a ghoul because of the trolls.
Creator, head developer of the Metal Gear Solid games. No, I don't hate his guts, even though I make jokes about it a lot.
Doesn't fraudulent.
I just think he's a really quirky guy.
King7 tipped $1.
Thinks that no
Hey
matter
dude,
what he...
just mod your Vita. I am enjoying the free legal games on my PS Vita TBH. Just started with Secret of Mana.
I actually got a modded PlayStation TV thing. Oh, it used to be called something else and they changed it, I think. I get it mixed up. Yeah, it used to be the Vita TV, wasn't it? Now it's the PlayStation TV, and they don't even fucking make them anymore. But I got one of those soft modded. I just never stream with it.
He does no wrong. And so
I could play Persona Golden if I wanted to, dude.
His games.
A very interactive game.
Frustrating oddball things. Like, let's be honest. The final boss fight of Metal Gear Solid 3
I want to eventually.
Is nothing like the rest of the game.
Keep my save file.
Not once in the rest of the game did you have to do a fight like that. And so it is frustrating. It takes a long time to kill. You know, the final boss, and a lot of people were like, oh, Phil, that's just because you didn't learn this or that in the game. Well, is that my fault that the game didn't teach it to me? Or maybe there is some magical way to beat her quickly? I don't know. I just did it the way that I knew how to do it, and it took a while, and I was frustrated. But Kojima, let's face it, over the years, even though his games, a lot of people say, oh, they're masterpieces, think of the weird choices he's made. Like, okay, really long cutscenes. That's great, but you can't fucking pause.
Hey, you guys, making weird choices in your piece of art or in your creative work, parentheses, 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 making creative choices or doing weird things, that's a negative. You should not do that. You got that right? Every time you make a creative thing or you try to make like your own thing, don't do anything different. Sounds good. Sounds fucking good.
Pause during the cutscenes. Like, he realized this was a problem because in Metal Gear Solid 4, he added the ability to pause during the cutscenes. Why did it take that long for him to realize that, okay?
Maybe he should have never fucking changed it and still complained about it.
You have to fucking
Isn't
sit there
that the
and
same
wait
shit
a
he complained
long-ass
about
time
trolls
to
doing to
install
him?
every single
In
chapter of the
2011
game
he was
for you
doing
to
it.
play it. What were they thinking? Like,
What were they
do you really
thinking?
think I want to waste my time sitting here installing
The angry
fucking
nerd
game
is him.
every chapter like this? That's insane.
What
They
were
should have
they
found a way to do that
thinking?
game without having to do that. So, there are really weird, quirky things that Kojima does that piss me off, and that's why every once in a while when I'm playing a Kojima game, I flip out and I use his name as a expletive. Okay.
You called him a faggot before the
Next question. Hi, Phil. In a previous Ask the King, you said that games should be released with all of the DLC characters. So, for example,
Use him as an
Mortal Kombat 9
expletive.
is now doing this. They're re-releasing the game, calling it Mortal Kombat Complete Collection. It includes the DLC characters as well as 2 new characters, and the Mortal Kombat movie as well. It is a full retail price of $60.
Excuse me, mods. Could you please ban all forms of creativity from the chat?
What do you think of this? And do you think it's fair for people who individually bought all 4 DLCs, as I have over the past year, to have to pay? You know, that they basically people are going to get it for free now. And that's from Rocco.
Big ups to Rocco. I'm gonna do me.
What
A1FBG.
he's talking about, I talked about this a year ago on Ask the King, and the
Free
discussion
bans.
was about Marvel vs. Capcom 3 because
Or maybe
they
it's to do
initially
with
had
the
2
modern
DLC
life.
characters, Jill Valentine and Shuma Garat, who were not included in the retail.
Was
release of
LSB
the
Dog
game. You had
alive
to
in
download them later.
2011?
Because of that,
That's actually a
they were
legit
actually
question.
banned from tournament play because they said it's
I don't
not
know.
fair that not everyone has these characters.
Yeah, no questions about Panda. I'm
My
disappointed
feelings back
about
then
that.
were, if you're going to release a game, make it fucking finished. You put every character.
Dianova tipped $1. Modded PS TV. We as a community demand a full play though of Persona dancing all night. Don't let us down, dude. Backquote.
You know what? I can write that down. Because I have that. If not installed, I downloaded it. I believe it works on that. You know what? It might not. I might have to get it on a... Is that on a PS3 too? I know I couldn't get it on the PS4. I could get that on something. I'm gonna write it down and then do it in like 6 months.
From the
But
game
it's gonna
in the
get wrote
fucking
down,
game and
dude.
have them be in it. It's not fair that you have to keep buying characters over time. And honestly, for tournament
I can play that
usually these
bitch on
DLC
something.
characters get banned, and that's a true statement. They do. They don't allow these characters to be. It's not fair that you have to keep buying characters over time. And honestly, for tournament play, usually these DLC characters get banned, and that's a true statement.
Wait,
They
you
do.
said
They
that
don't
was
allow these
hilarious.
characters to be in the game.
They get banned.
So now with the Mortal Kombat Complete Edition,
Get that ass
they're
banned.
basically making
If it worked
a
on the
retail
PS
disc
TV,
that now has
then I could
all of
play
the
it on
DLC characters on it. It
Maybe, I
actually
think.
includes, and this is interesting, all of the gameplay
I guess I should say if
patches
it worked
that
on
were
a
applied
modern
to the
one.
game over the past year. And this is a
No
critical
way I'm
point.
updating
Here's
that
why.
thing with the
Mortal
real
Kombat had a
firmware.
very
Fuck that.
shaky, a shaky
I don't even know why
start when
Sony's
it
still
came to the
updated.
tournament scene. Because what happened
Because
was,
it's Sony.
as it was released, people found exploits in the game bugs and things that were being used in tournament play, and so many waves of patches were
You just want to
released
help
for
out
this
the
game
previous
over
consumers,
time.
dude.
And what was
That have the
found
real
was that, let's
firmware
say, for
still. All
example,
12 of
you're a
them.
tournament organizer and you want to run Mortal Kombat once a month. Well, you have 5 copies of the game, you have 5 PS3s.
Holy shit, I don't know if anybody brought that up. Was this the pre-T-pose era? Apparently. Maybe because this room was a little cramped, he didn't do the T-posing. Yeah, no
Play on all
T-poses on this.
5, you know what I mean? So
You know what I mean?
come tournament time, you go to play the game, oh shit, 4 of my copies don't have the updated patches, so it's an outdated version of the game. Now I have to jump on the internet and sit here for a while, repeatedly loading patch after patch after patch to get this game updated so that all the gameplay tweaks are in there, and it's the most modern
No, you
version,
dumb
up-to-date
bitch, it
version
wasn't
of the game.
fraudulent.
So it was a major pain in
Swole
the
Dave
ass.
tipped $1. I'm tired of all these trolls defending Kojima. He's just a FEG. Yeah, I said. I'm gonna give this FEG chlamydia. Finna hit em wit da Fiji. And we making movies. Asterisk never grabs the Draco.
No, you dumb bitch, it wasn't fraudulent.
Thank you for the dollar. Swole
FOK
Dave.
tipped $1. I think if Phil could get away with it guaranteed he would shoot you. So Tevin got shot, huh? Ack wonder who did that. I mean the guy had it coming, you know?
He
You guys know
regularly
it wasn't ME,
stole
but I mean
my
kicking off
content.
a lot of people.
So, like, the bottom line is this: I don't really feel bad. You know what I mean?
Because
The-
these
now,
DLC patches
let's
were
move
all
on.
over the internet. It was another frustrating thing because a lot of the times
Billionaire Gaming just did
when
a
you're
cheer.
running these tournaments, you don't
And he
have
says,
100 internet
"Oh, Phil,
connections to
you used to
patches
always
get
shit on
these
Tevin
things
and always
done."
that."
It's a major pain.
Bottom line is
It
this:
wasn't fraudulent.
So now,
it is what it
you're
is,
doing
man.
with this
I can't take
retail
anything
Robot
back.
guy
It's the
tipped
final-
$1. Hey Robot
Feels
Man.
bad.
Bet you want
He's
call
so
me
loud
a
in this. I
gingerly
should
you
have him
little
turned
joyful.
down. God
Yeah,
damn.
that's right, coward puss.
No, you dumb bitch,
We should
it
bring
wasn't
this audio
fraudulent.
level back again.
Why?
Where it's like,
LeBron James tipped $1. I
It
need you
never
all to see
sounds
Space
good, no
Jam
matter
2.
what.
It will be great. We got that big bunny in it and the duck. He
the
be
big-
ducking and
oh shit, it
gingerly.
actually is the big bunny.
Think
It's
Looney
not a
Tunes
curse
of
word.
basketball series. I gotta make money on this. I got bills and kitten. Also my big love kids need new shoes.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think I can help you out with Space Jam 2, buddy. Don't think I
version
can
of
help
the
you
game,
out.
meaning there will be no further gameplay patches, there will be no
Maybe
further
next time.
DLC characters. If you buy complete collection,
As a matter of fact,
you will get the entire game
bastard.
of Mortal Kombat.
Wait, where's the stupid clip
My
at?
feelings on
Not 2, not 3.
What about that,
not
LeBron?
4, not 5.
You need to fix this.
Not 6. Not 7. Hey.
Look at your statement,
And when I
LeBron.
say that,
Look at what you said.
and when I say that, I really believe it.
And you believed it.
because number one, I
How
kinda
dare
like
you.
the fact they're doing it because for tournament organizers, at least it's going to make things better. And
I
from
was
a
rooting
perspective
for
of
you.
someone
We were
who's
all
run
rooting
tournaments
for you.
and
How
major
dare
tournaments
you.
before, I like this idea. From a consumer perspective, if you haven't bought Mortal Kombat, this is great. If you have bought Mortal Kombat and like this poor guy who bought all the DLCs over the year, it's horrible. Because now you feel like, what the fuck? I spent all that money buying the characters individually. Now people are going to go spend the same $60 I spent a year ago and get them for free. But then again, keep in mind, you paid for those characters and you got to play them a long time ago. Now people are
Yeah, if you've
just
been
gonna
playing
get
a
to play
whole
them
year,
for
you
the
could
first
shit on all the
time.
new players and then make fun of them on stream.
So essentially, as with everything in life, you get what you pay for, and sometimes you pay for things and you pay a premium for them for time, okay? Case
No,
in
you dumb
point,
bitch,
you buy
it
a
wasn't
console
fraudulent.
on its release,
Why?
and you pay a lot
Tipped
more than if you
$1.
just
Imagine if this dude had never been sabotaged by those decaying toxic trolls. He'd played Fortnite with Drake last year. Feels bad, man.
No, better. he would be playing Blackout with Drake. Annual Blackout sessions with Drake on YouTube Gaming. 200,000 viewers every stream. And if you restream him, you're getting flagged off the fucking site. He would have had better people than Logan Paul. And he screwed it up, dude. He said, no, your streaming's too hard. I'm doing just fine this way, aiming the camera at the TV. No, why would I want to go to Twitch? I'm making enough money to pay all of my bills and more on YouTube. Feels bad, man.
Waited a year or
And
two
if he wasn't friends with Rambo, he might have went to Twitch even later than what he did. Or at least streamed on Twitch. Because Rambo was pretty much the person that helped him set up his original streaming setup. Damn. Poor dog.
Prices drop. It's the same thing here with Mortal Kombat. Basically, sales of Mortal Kombat have gone stagnant. And what they're looking to do here is to reinvigorate the economy, basically, and find a reason for people to buy it again. Now, they know that people who have already bought it have probably already bought the DLCs. That's customer base is done. So they're not going to get any more money out of those people. So what do? They try to appeal to a new customer base. Re-release the game with all the extra content on it. You're going to have tournament organizers who are going to jump on this, and you're also going to have people who never played the game before that are going to jump on this.
No, you dumb bitch.
So really,
It
it's a
wasn't
business
fraudulent.
tactic to make more money. Is it necessarily
Tipped
fair to the
$1,
people
tipped
who
one,
bought the
tipped
deal?
$1. Yo, T-Brain. Check or
Tipped
email. I have to pay you to read
tipped
my
$1.
email in a
Oh my
50-bit
God.
cheer, right?
Well, I know what email you're talking about. I read it like a few days ago, but I don't even know if I can actually reply. I don't really know what you're talking about, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Thank you for the tip, though.
Anonymous tipped $4.20. Puff harder. After he loving you for getting killed, at least you will finally get your name in a pre-stream. It might look like this. Get ready for Mario 64 hype for hardcore gaming season. # ripped heaven.
# ripped heaven.
Over the course of the past year.
Thank you for
Yes
the
and no.
Puff
It's
Harder.
not fair because obviously they had to
Puff
pay more
Harder.
money to get all that content, but at the same time,
Puff
they did
Harder?
experience that content a
What's
lot
this
earlier.
dude detractor be?
So
It's
a
fucking
trade-off.
stupid,
You basically
man.
paid a premium to get that content earlier. That's my feeling.
Is Big Ups a detractor?
Okay.
Man? Who came
All
up
right,
with Big
30
Ups?
seconds left, and we have a question here.
I know it
Actually,
was
you
from
know
the
what?
Wings videos, but I don't know if Wings said
I
it
can
first or if
probably
the
answer
Wings
this
troll
one,
said it
okay?
first.
And this will be the last one for part one, then we'll go to
I remember
part two
Shawty
this
Low
week.
said it a long
The
time ago.
question is, hey Phil, I was just wondering when you
And that
first
hot
started
song,
out on YouTube,
They Know.
did it ever feel weird
Big ups
talking
all
to
my
a
haters.
camera for 10 minutes, or did it come naturally? You're basically talking to yourself. Ha! You know, he's laughing lol about it. I was also wondering...
Did
you're
he
basically
explain
talking
LOL
yourself.
to us?
Ha! You know, he's laughing lol about it.
Wow.
I was also wondering with Project 7, will the episodes start being weekly, monthly, or will it be randomly since you have a lot of games to get through on a daily basis? And this question is from that one guy. Well, it's two questions. The first question, how did I get used to talking to a camera? The bottom line is, and I mentioned this before, I have a lot of public speaking training and skills. I used to lead meetings, team meetings and such at my previous jobs. I've gone in front of thousands of people.
Now, this is phenomenal. As Fingersniff Man tells us that he's good at talking to an audience in fucking 2011. He telling us this. Fast forward to 2019, he tells us he got good at talking to an audience over the course of this time. But in 2011, he was already good at talking to an audience because of his previous jobs. So there you go. Let's get you up on the leaderboard.
Turbo. I've gone in front of hundreds of people and
This dude.
speeches and such. So
Speeches.
It's really, public speaking isn't a big deal to me.
I want to
And for
see
me,
the
this is public
DSP
speaking,
speech
even
in
though,
front
to
of
be
hundreds
honest,
of people.
There's a lot less pressure because it's not like it's live, you know, when people are reacting or whatever.
Yeah, it's
you're
live
watching
now.
this video later on. So if I ever fuck it up, I could edit it if I wanted. But the bottom line
Maybe
is
that's
usually I
the
don't.
bottom
I just
line.
do one
Maybe that's why he
take,
talk
and,
less now, because it's live.
Yeah, really, it was never
didn't talk
make
a lot
me
back
nervous
then
or
either.
anything like that. And the fact that he's like,
Except for
you're
these
talking to yourself
videos.
all day. I don't see it like that. I see it that I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you right now.
To
I'm
me.
talking directly to my audience.
Right
I'm
now.
not talking to myself.
It's a big time
I can
gap.
see if I'm playing a game and I'm making comments of the game. Yeah, I'm kind of talking to myself, but not really. Like, I'm talking aloud. I'm trying to basically give my reactions to what's
You're
going
talking
on.
to
so
his
that other
TV.
people can
You
see
still
what
talk
my
to his
reactions
TV.
are. So it really wasn't ever a jump for me. It wasn't like a major change. It came naturally. Now, his question about Project 7, our
The
goal
talent
for
came
Project
natural,
7
by the way.
is to try to release at least one
Wait a minute,
episode.
where's
a
this
month.
dumb
Now,
clip at?
I'll be honest with you.
I've talked so much on microphone for the last 10 freaking years that I've pretty much mastered it. The hard shit is sitting here playing the raw games. That's the hard part. Streaming is way harder than just editing videos for YouTube. Okay, it is. Real talk.
Already we're feeling pressures.
Real talk.
Because we're finding meeting to write, okay, to write the episode, then meeting with respect to Pack to explain everything, all the ideas and things that we want to do for each episode, and having them figure out creatively how they're going to film it, then the actual filming of the episode, and then the post-production is taking quite a long time. And so we may not be able to get an episode out every
Look at DSP pretending he was doing a lot of work with Project 7.
single month. It may be a week or two later. Also, what we're realizing is that there are some gaming conventions and such coming up this year, including Too Many Games, Kineticon, things that we want to attend and possibly have panels at and premiere a new episode of Project 7 at. And we realize it may not coincide with doing one a month. So we will have more information for you. Right now, it's looking like we're trying to at least push out one episode a month, but it's probably going to be maybe a little bit longer than that, depending on the time frame. In fact, I can tell you right now, it's looking like episode 3 of Project 7 might not be released until the first weekend of April, which is just over 1 month.
Did that literally never come out then?
No, you dumb
Episode
bitch.
3 of the real
fraudulent.
Project 7. What a fancy Project 7.
Dave's of Future Gout.
I don't remember a
$1.
Project 7
So,
episode
I'm here
coming
with
out
my
after
buddy
Pandely
up,
came
60.
around.
2 cents. And we're gonna be playing Fortnite
I'm
together.
shocked we haven't talked
and
about
he
it
wants
yet.
to
Maybe,
shout out his
didn't
Twitter
ask
at
the questions.
62_cent. 6662 cents.
And make sure to follow
immediately
at
all the
62
trolls are saying that he
underscore
wants to
cent.
rob some jailbreaker. GTAB.
GTAB. Big up 62
So
cent.
2, but there's good
62
reason for that.
underscore.
And I'll talk
The original
more about it as we
underscore.
approach, but that is our goal. Roughly one a month, but we may try to, it may be pushed off just
I don't
a
think
little
that
bit,
episode
okay?
happened.
All right, so that's it for part 1. Be sure to come back and watch part 2. We've got way more questions to get through.
Oh,
plus your
boy.
Twitter questions. So
Twitter
thanks a lot for
questions.
watching
Oh,
part 1.
man.
Be sure to watch.
All right. I'll be done with the stream after this. This basically doubled the length of it, I guess.
Mail, motherfucker!
No Pandely, come on. He had to
Okay,
get at least
welcome
one
back
question about
to
that bitch.
Part 2
He just didn't answer it,
of
dude.
episode 21 of Ask the King for February 23rd, 2012. Let's get right into it because we got
If
lots
only
more
he
questions
had
to
like
answer.
any kind of, oh shit, maybe favorite game more than, huh? Oh, that's the way he worded it. That's very odd. DSP's favorite game more than one RE release in 1 year, staying positive while surrounded by negativity, the best FPS of all time, and more are discussed in this episode of Ask the King. Very nice.
No, you dumb
No
bitch. It wasn't
competitive
fraudulent.
FGC feel anymore. Oh boy.
D Speech tipped
We get to talk
$1.
about fighting
Hello
games again.
guys. This is my public speaking project speech.
You got the mole.
First a little about
Big
me
ups.
before we get into it. So back in 2010 I got laid off from my
God damn it,
JAHB.
DSP.
Now, I have been playing games on YouTube on a leisurely pace.
Imagine him as a
but
public
now I had to
speaker.
get more revenue.
You already know, like, the good ones have to repeat a bunch of stuff anyway. But him and that fucking job story. Oh, man. Imagine if he went on, like, a little tour, like, you know how the real big YouTubers go on tours to do tour stuff? DSP on tour. Every stop. Well, you guys know about this already. Yeah. And then the crowd laughed with him because they love being there with Phil. But let me talk about my fucking ex-job and the fucking idiots that were there. The crowd laughs again. Every single stop will be that fucking job story. Every time. And how Donald Trump bought parts from him. And he did continuous service improvement in the processes and all of that weird shit he always try to say. Every single time.
Okay. So the first question, it's from Mikolai Hotspur, and he actually says, I have 2 quick questions. But I only copied
Maybe
one.
one day the DSP history lesson could tell us when he got married.
Sorry, Mikolai Hotspur. Oh, well, I guess I can only answer the one question I actually put down here.
Oh,
do you,
okay.
John Rambo, or OJ know what conventions and events you've got planned for this year? Great question. Perfect time to talk about it, even though I'm sure not everyone will watch this video, and I'll keep getting this question.
Don't worry,
over and
DSP, I
over.
watched it.
That's the breaks, I guess. But here's what we've got planned. First of all, and I'm disappointed.
He said
I'm
before
very
Donald Trump
disappointed
bought
with
parts
this.
from
Let
them.
me mention this.
From his helicopter place.
Taxi.
Oh yeah, he bought parts from him and he never paid. That was the other one too. Like he said he never paid and he paid, but he paid at the last minute before they would cut him off. So take or leave it. I mean, it's a person saying something bad about Donald Trump. That's the same thing as saying something bad about DSP. people are gonna believe it by default because they don't like the other person, especially if it fit with them a little bit. Oh my God, Donald Trump not paying somebody, that shocks me. That's like if I say DSP dated somebody when they was really young. Oh.
Wanted to go to PAX East so bad because we felt this is the perfect event, just like MagFest.
Thank you for the $20 Guitar Punk Master.
Guitar Punk Master is ballin' like the mayor. Hey Tevin, it's me Guitar Punk Master. I was gonna gift you a game on Steam for your birthday but didn't have money, dude. Anyways, here's $20. I love your stuff. Keep up the good work and keep being you are always so positive. I love it. Okay, enough gay butterfly. Bye.
I could buy Trails of whatever part 2 with it when I eventually beat part 1. The best
It's a
game.
gaming only event. It's centered around this kind of stuff. We wanted to go. We wanted to premiere a new episode of Project 7, episode 3 that we.
Give me a break here, YouTube. The stream almost over.
PAX East is, and you know, we wanted to be able to do that, and just like we did at MagFest because it was so successful at MagFest. And right now, Project 7 is getting a following, a much bigger following
the camera
than at MagFest. Because at MagFest, no one had seen it yet. Now people see it and know what it is, and they're loving it.
Well, maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at OBS
kink
too
in
much during
this,
the stream.
in this situation happened actually at MagFest. As we're at MagFest, to keep in mind, MagFest was the first weekend of January. We got word that the 3-day passes for PAX East, which is the first weekend of April, were fucking sold out. And we said, what?
What?
How does an event sell out a full 3 months before it happens? At that point, when we heard that, I went to the PAX East website. Not one thing was announced. No guests were scheduled. No events were scheduled. So they sold out of passes for this thing before anything was even lined up for the event. So what that tells me is one of two things. Either
Marketing?
number one, people are just blindly going because they hear about this overhyped event similar to E3, and they're like, oh, I just got to be there, without even knowing what the hell's going on. And number two, maybe this is a plan by the PAX.
He really shames people for everything.
We're only going to sell like 200 3-day passes.
And he went to these
so that way
dumb,
everyone has to
dumb
buy the more
things.
expensive 1-day passes and we make more money. So it's a scam, basically. And that's really what I think it really boils down to. So the reason we didn't...
If you pay for something and you don't know what it is, if you pay for something, not even that, if you pay for something ahead of time, like a concert, I guess, or whatever the fuck PAC's supposed to be, convention, and everything isn't immediately announced, and you can pay before it's announced, that means you're paying into a scam. That's amazing. That's amazing. It's like, if I pre-order a game console and they didn't announce games, is it a scam? Possibly.
Try to even schedule stuff earlier for PAX East. There's two reasons. Number one was because we wanted to see how Project 7 was going to go over at
And then it's
MagFest,
even better he's talking about Project
and
7 during this segment too. That makes it even better.
we released it on the internet and everyone liked it, then we would definitely push to get on PAX East. But if not, what if people had given negative feedback? It's not really that good, Phil. Then maybe we wouldn't have proceeded with the series. Number two, the way that PAX East works is that you needed to submit us a request to do a panel, just like the panel we did at MagFest. And we submitted this request, I shit you not, the day I got home from MagFest. So we're talking, you know, what was that, January 8th, 9th, something like that? I did not receive a response from PAX East until this past week. And I think it was like Friday of this past week. And PAX East denied our request for a panel. Okay? So I started doing research, and I found out that PAX East has gone commercial.
It's salt? Oh, dude, this is going to be garbage, right? Salt isn't good.
Now, isn't this amazing? This reminded me of when Machinima got rid of him, and the same exact thing happened. These people didn't want to accept him to, like, snort over there for a few hours. So then he decided to do research.
Bottle Boy Phil tipped $1. So
Amazing.
Cat been thinking of, like, getting the surgery to become the true Cat. But I managed to talk her down. The bottom line is I love my wife even if she's not her true self, cause I'm her little Philly goat.
No, you dumb bitch, it wasn't fraudulent.
Why?
That was terrible.
Dianova tipped $1. Every year I go to PAX Prime. I had no idea every time I pre-order tickets months in advance I got scammed. Now that I have heard DSP say it, I did not enjoy myself at all each year. He is 100% right. I had my money stolen.
PAX East, PAX Prime, E3, all of it. It's a scam. PAX Prime, is PAX Prime a real thing? I actually don't know. It sounds like it is. Sound like it. Maybe it's like an expansion pack or some shit. They should have get PAX Prime with your new copy of Overwatch.
That's right. PAX
That's
East
right.
is now becoming another E3. It's more about getting major gaming studios and companies and corporations to come in and display their stuff than about the gamers. It really is actually starting to get rid of the gamer-centric kind of stuff that a good convention like MagFest is centered around. And I have a friend
Trump
who
tipped
has
$1. Hey Tevin, my dude. I'm sorry I haven't paid my Molly bill lately. I'll be sure to pay you next time I'm in Giga City. Please put this Dolan towards the bill. Same graveyard, right?
No, it's actually not. It's the one, if you go up the street, like 5-6 blocks, and then make a left, that graveyard.
Good convention like MagFest is centered around. And I have a friend who has a friend
I like how
who's
becoming
an
popular
indie
is a bad
developer.
thing in this
He
situation, by the
developed
way.
this indie game.
Friend is an indie dev.
Who has a friend who's an indie game developer.
Oh no,
He
a
developed-
friend has a friend.
I have a friend who has a friend who's an
There we go.
indie game developer. He developed this indie game that he's looking to release very soon, and apparently it's really good. And he
What the hell is this discussion? Indie game, he wants to release it very soon. Apparently it's pretty good. We can't even name it. And he wasn't toxified back then. He could have named it and he wouldn't have got shit on. Speaking of named it and got shit on and toxified, holy shit. I reminded myself of a thing I wanted to do at the end of this stream.
also wanted to do like a panel at PAX East. He got denied. They told him, sorry, you're
I
not
think I
big
got it
enough.
open in,
So what the
one of
fuck?
my sets of
Like,
tabs on this computer.
This is so like insulting to the person who's trying to,
It's not the
who's
John
involved
Cena
with the
tab.
gaming industry, who's an
Yeah,
up and comer
yeah.
who wants to do stuff. PAX East is just denying everyone. If you're not a major gaming studio, we don't know who you are. Fuck you.
Shit, I need
So
to
you know
find
what?
this now.
Fuck PAX East.
Maybe it's
This
on
is
this
very
thing.
disappointing.
Yeah,
because
fuck
if you
PAX
remember,
East.
PAX East is based off
Fuck
of
these guys because they didn't want to accept me. So fuck them. I hate them now.
Penny Arcade, which was a independent website, gaming-related website that started out
No,
as
you
just a
dumb
popular
bitch, it wasn't
webcomic
fraudulent.
with Gabe and Tycho, who then eventually started
Sean
doing other
from
things like
Nomansky tipped $1. Look at your project, Phil.
I thank you for the dollar. Yeah, $1. Sean from No Man's Sky, not No Man's Ski. I see what you did there.
Child's Play started running PAX, became a large, profitable corporation, and now they've gone corporate. So Gabe and Tycho,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know
a
what the
bad
fuck
thing to
happened
become
you
more
guys,
popular.
but you're definitely not who you used to be. You're actually
You fucking
denying
idiots.
the independent gaming-related people who
Ooh.
are trying to get into things just like you
Okay.
did. You're shooting them down at your own event. Fuck you.
All right, fuck
That
you.
being said, there are events that still actually care about gamers. So we
What,
will
the
be
ones that
attending
accept
Too Many
you?
Games. It is actually in June this year.
Probably.
Go to tooManyGames.com for information.
Is he
on
actually
that.
about
In
to
fact,
do that?
Literally, I'm not kidding you. As I was filming episode 1 of Ask the King, the director of Too Many Games emailed me. And so I
Oh
just
my
emailed him
God.
back and we're working on scheduling stuff out.
He actually did do it. I'm like, is he gonna actually say the people that accepted him are the good people? And that's the exact thing he does. Oh man, this dude is
We're looking to have a panel there, just like
Meme
we
City.
did at MagFest, where we'll
Good
be debuting
God.
an episode of Project 7, and or if it doesn't coincide with the schedule, we might be doing some behind the scenes.
This reminds me of the Chet thing. You see how he used something that's bigger too, which is great. He used one company to praise the other one. So, well, these guys suck. Magfest, or what the fuck is talking about? They suck. Don't use them. Don't go to them. These other guys, they're the best. Wouldn't that like start
does he look
a
like he has
beef?
been stung by a bee?
Oh, damn! This is a good freeze frame for it too. He do look kind of swollen in this. It was before he got a girlfriend and he was able to lose weight. There's nothing he could do. This dude,
Teens
he
footage, or
is
maybe
ferocious
some
in this
footage of the
video.
next episode, but there will be some cool exclusive stuff there, and we'll be doing a Q&A panel and such, just like we did at MagFest. So that's coming up.
Why would you
Kineticon.
think that's a
Kineticon
good
is in
thing?
July, and
Could you imagine? Could you imagine, like, fucking LeBron James come on TV one day? Yeah, man, I used to wear Nikes, but they fucking suck and they fell apart. I got these New Balances on now. These are the real shoes, man. Make sure to buy some of these. He might get sued.
last Last year we submitted to try to get a panel, and they never responded.
And that's the way DSP
this year,
promotes
I think I'm gonna
stuff.
have to kick them in
He
the fucking
specifically
ass
calls
and say,
another
"Someone
thing
better
bad
respond
first.
to me, or else I'm going to shit all over your stupid convention."
That's his marketing
because
scheme.
we went last year and we had a blast. We played games, the marketplace was fun, and we wanted to do a panel. So I'm going to try to get a panel at Kineticon. Outside of those two events, I'm not aware of what gaming-related conventions are going on. So I have a favor to ask from everyone. Please, if you're aware of a gaming-related convention in your area, if you're an organizer or involved in the staff of a gaming convention, and you think that something like myself, John Rambo, Howard, Respect the Pact, OJ, the stuff that we do would be a good fit for a panel or an event at your convention, contact me, okay? Contact me here on YouTube. Send me an email, darksidephil@hotmail.com. Contact me on my website, thekingofhate.com. Just contact me somehow and let me know, because I'm interested in knowing what events are going on. And really, I'm a newbie. You know what I mean? Like, I've been to a couple, but I need to get into the groove of like a steady.
Scam Inc. tipped $1. Man PAX East no longer represent the gamer man. We are the gamers, how dare you deny DSP from a panel? You will rue this day. Gamers rise up, goat, goat, goat.
That's why I'm the king of hate, because I'm the king of that hate.
Gamers rise up.
I own it, and I become
goat,
a
goat, goat.
powerful person.
Convention schedule that we can attend, and right now I'm not aware of what that is. So please, if you have information, contact me and let me know, or even in a comment.
And it's a lot of
video,
side
whatever,
in this
please
video.
Contact me.
He could definitely T-pose in this
Okay,
room.
enough about that.
Oh, you better take a sip.
Next question.
Very nice.
Dear Phil, in your video you
Dear
say you're a huge fan of the Ghostbusters franchise. I recently read that Bill Murray reportedly tore up the script of Ghostbusters 3, sent it back to Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis with a note attached saying no one wants to pay money to see fat old men chasing ghosts.
No, you dumb bitch, it wasn't fraudulent.
Gumshoe fan tipped $1.
They tried to get us to
Aunt
pay for
Heaven,
something
why
else
do you always
later
mention
on.
LeBron? You know there are other basketball Americans you can say, right?
Hey, dude, everybody knows LeBron. How dare you? You could say Kobe, but he's not pertinent anymore. I'm going to start saying Shaq.
I, for one, am shocked.
Shaq is like a
confused
fucking
at his
comedian
reaction,
that most people
But I'd like
know.
to know what your thoughts on this are and how you feel it will affect the film. And that's from the Gamer
So
Hall.
we have patent going on here.
My thoughts on Ghostbusters 3 have changed over time. Originally, when it was announced, remember, I was stoked. I was like, wow, I think that just seeing these guys back on the screen together.
Man, a lot changed since 2011 about
even if they don't
Ghostbusters,
do anything, it would be interesting. But at
They
the
grew
time,
up.
I was thinking,
They
you know,
matured,
these guys are old
and
men,
people took
you
them
know?
out of
He's right.
context.
Bill Murray's right. They can't do the stuff that they were doing in these movies anymore. It's not even feasible to see them doing it. It wouldn't make sense. Old men are running around catching ghosts. Okay, yeah, right. So I see Bill Murray's point. I also see the point that it's been a long-ass time since the Ghostbusters has officially done anything. I think it was 1990 or 91 or 92 was Ghostbusters 2. It's over 20 years later. Why do we need to revive Ghostbusters now? Ghostbusters 1 and 2 stand in time as what they are. And I see too many things now that...
Hey, remember when DSP tried to bring back Project 7? After years of nothing?
are getting revived or remade or redone or a sequel
And
coming
then he
20
talked
years
about
later,
Project 7
and
and
it's
this.
like, give me a break, man.
Give me a
They
break.
stood as classics. A perfect example, Indiana
This
Jones.
massive
had a
buffering,
perfect
though.
trilogy
Good
of
God.
movies that stood
I need
the
to
test
figure
of
out what's
time. Everyone
causing this.
liked
It might
them.
just be this.
Then they made a new one,
It
and
might
it
just be
sucked
Cox.
ass. And no one likes that movie.
Cox
and they're
being
like, George
Cox.
Lucas is a fucking asshole for cashing in and ruining his own franchise. So... I have really mixed feelings. I would love to see Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis reprise their role as those characters. But at the same time, I'm worried that it might jump the shark, per se, and ruin Ghostbusters. And so, what I was hoping they would do is have a movie where it's like they're the mentors and maybe they're training the next generation of Ghostbusters, and it could be almost like a coming-of-age film where you're training
This
a new group
was
of employees
done
and they have to bust
with
ghosts, and at
Ghostbusters
the end,
in
maybe
some
there's a
form,
cameo where
wasn't
they
it?
show up and they help them. But
Did
I
the
kind
game
of
work
agree with
that
Bill
way?
Murray. If the whole movie is just the original cast running around, still busting ghosts, that's kind
I
of
feel like
stupid.
that was the thing they did.
So I see where Bill Murray is coming from. Now, there are rumors that Bill Murray is out of the film, and they're going to recast Peter Venkman. Now, that's fucking stupid. I would rather have him written out of the film for some reason. Maybe he went off and he married Dana, and they have a family somewhere in the Midwest, and they can't be in the movie. That I would much rather see than have him recast. So I have mixed feelings about Ghostbusters 3 at this point. I really enjoyed the Ghostbusters video game that Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis wrote. Maybe that's the medium that they should try to focus on right now. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Okay. Next question.
Quick block.
You better take a sip.
And this question has been
Next
asked
question.
before, but I'll bring it up again because it's been a while.
Oh boy.
And the question is, have you ever thought about selling the games you've played before?
Oh my God. I promise I didn't pick this episode with any weird intentions. I picked this to hear Panda Lee talk, and we didn't get that at all. But some of this stuff is definitely lining up with the modern feel. Asterisk. Selling games. In 2011, do you want to sell some of your games? Now, how are we going to wiggle out of this? He wasn't begging for money back then, so he could just say no. But it's DSP. And he was asked this question before. Nope, never mind, I'm tripping. It's 2012. He was asked this question before, so I guess during 2011 somebody asked him that. And he's still answering this question. And he's still saying no.
And just have you ever thought about selling the games that you've played before and are just stacked up and wasting space, but instead of trading them in, selling them to the fans with
Like
your
a
autograph?
cat box
I'm
up
pretty
there?
sure
What
us
the fuck?
fans would buy them for a pretty
Let
acceptable
me zoom this
price.
out some.
And that's from Watch the Gaming Randy on
Oh, that's gonna glitch now. Come on, there you go.
page. I tried that before. About it was over a year
What the hell
ago, but I
going on
tried
up there?
that, and the only way you can really do it is through like an auction site like eBay. And unfortunately, there were too many trolls and assholes.
Oh my God, too many trolls. The fucking
Boomer
trolls.
_Phil tipped $1.
It's
How
always
much do you
the
want to bet
trolls.
that if he doesn't hit the sub goal he's gonna pull the what do you want to see as a sub goal? Nobody, absolutely nobody. Phil, everyone is saying another retrospective, sounds good.
Another retrospective? No videos from his channels that people can't watch. More animal videos. More zoo videos. More home movies. He could watch this video. I mean, it was before he was with Panda Lee, so he still wouldn't watch it.
I might
people
talk
and just
about my
wouldn't pay.
exit it.
We had people who bid, okay, you know, oh wow, that game's going for $200. That's crazy. I can't believe a fan would pay that much for a game just because I played it and I signed it. And then come to find out it's a troll with a dummy account.
Oh, that's
and
fun.
It's bullshit.
He thought he could make more money selling stuff because he played it. In 2012, he thought that? In 2012? Now in 2019.
Oh, I don't think anyone would pay for anything because I played it.
Or
Well, I'll be.
we had one case
The legacy degraded him.
where
Toxified legacy.
the person was a kid who had jumped on their
Derek?
parents' computer and bid on the game without their parents' permission.
Wow,
on
it
their
actually
parents'
was Derek.
account, and eBay gave him a pass, which I don't understand. So
See you later, Derek.
we would love to do it. I would love to do it, but it
Thanks
seems
for
like
showing
it's
up,
too
man.
much trouble. It seems like there's too many assholes, malicious idiots out there who it's just their intention to fuck with me, and so they found a way to fuck with me. And the fact that we would have to contact second and third chance people trying to get them to buy the stuff was annoying as hell. So it's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is right now. Okay, this next question is an interesting question, and let's get to it. Hey Phil, Karopi recently announced that it will be holding the Super Turbo Tournament of Legends at
boy.
EVO 2012. Do you plan to qualify for this tournament and compete at EVO 2012? And that's from The World. If you don't know what he's talking about, it was recently announced that at EVO 2012...
Okay, sir. Who wouldn't understand what Evo is? He's talking about a game being played at Evo. If you don't know what he's talking about this game being played at Evo.
They're doing a Tournament of
Well, I'll
Champions,
be.
Tournament of Legends.
Who would have
deal.
guessed?
And the way this tournament is going to work is that there's going to be qualifiers held throughout the country, and it's pretty much every major tournament. So you're talking, you know, things on the East Coast like East Coast Throwdown, things in the Midwest like UFGT, things on the West Coast, which I don't know what the names of the West Coast tournaments are because I don't live there. But at each of these tournaments, there's going to be a qualifier tournament for Super Turbo. The person who wins gets a spot in this 16-man special tournament for Super Turbo at Evolution. And the winner of this tournament is wins $3,000, okay? My feelings on this. Number one, I'm happy that they're doing it because at least it's giving a showcase to Super Turbo, which deserves it because in my opinion it's the best fighting game of all time, okay? So I'm happy about that. But I have a lot of concerns and reasons why I'm probably not going to be a part of it. Okay, number one.
The best tournament.
Number one.
You figured.
Not everyone can make it to these qualifiers.
7.
And let's be honest, with my back,
Very intense
in the condition
tournament.
that it is, it's harder and harder for me to travel. So I travel a couple times a year. That's fine, but for me to try to run the gamut of the East Coast tournaments, the Midwest tournaments, just to try to qualify for this thing with no guarantee that I will,
You
that's
need
a lot of
guarantee
risk.
to
It's also
win?
a lot of cost, meaning the cost of flying, the hotel rooms.
How was he able to
entering
do
the
this stuff
tournaments,
before
just
he
for a
had YouTube
chance
for a
to get to
job?
16-man tournament?
Question mark.
That's a lot of cost.
It's almost like he just thought he
There's
was
also
losing
the
and
fact
didn't
that
want
I'm
to
out of
try.
practice. I haven't played
There you
Super
go.
Turbo
Now we
in
got the real
100
excuse.
years. You know what I mean? It's been what, over a year? Last year.
I haven't played in over 100 years. It's been what, last year since I played?
I didn't play. That's a lot of cost. Okay. There's also the fact that I'm out of practice. I haven't played Super Turbo in 100 years. You know what I mean? It's been what, over a year? Last year I didn't enter the Super.
Remember when Street Fighter V was coming out, before the first beta even, and DSP was on pre-stream every other day? Yeah, man, when Street Fighter V comes out, like, I'm going to be like back in my prime, man. If I'm good at it, I'm going to think about going to tournaments. He was so excited. And then it came out and he never learned how to play. Feels
A
bad.
battle opera qualifier, so I really wasn't practicing a lot last year. Really, it's been almost 2 years since I was in a competitive shape to play that game, and so I would have to play it a significant amount of time. So now the question is, would we even be able to get the players from Don't Blow This to get together and to play enough so that I'd be in a tournament-worthy shape to play that game at a qualifier tournament and to play at EVA? And that's going to be a lot of time investment and a lot of work for just a chance to do something.
The same dude that told us it's only okay to play games a lot if you get paid or if it's your job is telling us he can't put a lot of time into playing the game.
In addition to
God
all
damn
of
it.
that, I've got a lot of stuff going on. As you know, I'm playing most major releases. I'm loving what I'm doing. I'm working on Project 7, which is taking up a lot of my time.
And what do they
I
get?
see my
Gugats. That's what they got.
girlfriend once a month. Working on Project 7.
She finally got brought up. The first Q&A after Panda League was born. It took this long to bring her up, and he used it as an excuse. We didn't even get an actual question about Panda League. I don't think we will. And the first time he brought up, he used her as an excuse to not do something. Now that is the most DSP of DSPs that could be DSP'd. You don't bring up your new girlfriend until you need an excuse. Holy shit.
Which is taking up a lot of my time. I see my girlfriend
She's-
what I'm
oh,
doing.
other
I'm
stuff
working
taking
on
up your
Project
time.
7, which is
Project
taking up a lot
7,
of my time.
of course.
I see my girlfriend once a month, once a weekend a
Ugh.
month. So 1 weekend a month, is already busy. There's nothing I can do about that. I got a lot of stuff going on in my life right now. And for me to say, all right, I'm going to take even more time out.
I'm wondering, that wording was hot because, I mean, he announced it for Valentine's Day. I see it 1 weekend a month. He using that like, he said it like it was going on a long time. Remember, DSP, when you started talking to her, she was 18. You wasn't seeing her every month for like multiple months. That you can't go back too far, Doc. It gets scary when you go back too far. You're going to be like that fucking Seinfeld guy. You don't want to be like him. Look at him. He looks scared already. He look worried and concerned. And Blanca is not happy.
From the stuff that I'm doing to start playing Super Turbo again and start traveling to play Super Turbo is even more of a concern. And then the last thing that really concerns me is that there are 4 spots in this tournament that they have decided will just be randomly picked. Not randomly, but the rule set, I read the rule set, it's going to be, well, considering the history of people who've played Super Turbo and their records and such, if there are some people who can't make it to any of the qualifiers or who don't qualify,
He would be
but we feel that
squinting
they're
way
still
more
good
if he
enough,
said that in 2019.
we will pick them
You can
to
tell
be
he's
the
trying to
circle.
get a
We
squint
can't pick
going.
them. So do you really honestly want
We
to know
need
what's going to
DSP
happen?
squint
I'll tell
DSP.
you. You're going to have people who have been around since day one, like Alex Valle,
He looked in the
Mike
camera a
Watts,
lot more
like
in this
John
stuff.
Choi. And if they can't make it to a qualifier,
pretty
or
good.
if they're all in the same qualifier and only one of them qualifies because the rest of them lose, those will be the people to get the spots. It's not going to be people like me who, have basically were really dedicated to the game in the mid to late 2000s and then
I don't want to be a comedian. I don't want to be an entertainer, a cosplayer, a fucking skit maker, a video editor, a fucking, you know what I mean? Anything that these people do, that this is what's popular on YouTube, that's not what I want.
You know, kind of fell off after that, but I have a very good tournament record. I mean, I won Evo East 2 years in a row. I placed in 1 year, I placed at every single qualifier that I entered for Super Turbo that year, including the West.
Guys, it takes a dedicated player to win. Now, I'm not dedicated, but the bottom line is, let me tell you how much shit I did and how many tournaments I won. But you have to be really dedicated and put a lot of time into it, dude. Thankfully, DSP never did that because he had a life. Kappa face.
West Coast qualifier, I got, was it 5th place? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember, honestly.
Wait.
It might have been a tie for...
He put a lot of time into playing fighting games back then, and he definitely didn't make any money off it. So, by dark own logic, himself from like 3 years before that was a loser and all of that shit. Oh, he didn't think it through all the way.
So I've done really well
taking
in
him
my
out of
track record
context.
Super Turbo tournament. So would I be a shoo-in? No. If you want the honest answer, I know what's going to happen. This is what always happens with these tournaments because
I was about to say thank you for telling the truth. Finally, past version of DSP, and we riling up an excuse already.
Street Fighter related tournament community is centered in California and always has been.
Never mind.
Spot. Those players from the 90s will get the spots if they don't qualify. And I don't agree with that. You know what? I don't even agree if I didn't enter any tournaments or if I entered tournaments and lost, if I was handed a spot. I think everyone should have to earn a spot. There should be no, oh, I'm just going to hand you a spot thing in this invitational. I completely disagree with that. I think it's favoritistic and it's bullshit. And then on top of all of that, the prize is only $3,000. And I know you're saying, Phil, what? Only $3,000? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for someone who's not already heavily invested doing other stuff, okay? The fact that I would have to take time out of my schedule of playing games and working on Project 7 and doing that kinds of stuff, I would lose money there. The fact that I would have to pay money to travel, to fly, to get hotels.
But he said only, and now he's saying it's a lot.
That's money, and I've already kind of done it in my head. The fact that I would have to practice and take time out, I wouldn't even recoup my cost if I won the whole fucking thing at EVO. In fact,
that's why you steal everybody footage.
Prize for me because it doesn't matter to me. The money isn't even
like you used to do, DSP. Steal everybody footage.
The bottom line is this.
The bottom line is this.
I've moved up from
Stone
competitive gameplay. I don't know if you've noticed, but I really haven't entered tournaments. I don't play fighting games at a competitive level anymore. I have more fun and enjoying myself.
And that's what DSP said. So
here on YouTube. And really, the competitive side of fighting games isn't a concern for me anymore. Sure, that doesn't mean that I won't every once in a while enter a tournament or play Super Turbo or whatever, but I've been there, I've done that. I did it for a long-ass time. Grandpa. I proved myself to be a champion. I don't feel I have to go back and there's anything left to prove.
I've proved myself to be a champion? What? How can you not win a championship and say you proved yourself to be a champion? That's okay. Okay.
Prove.
You better take a sip, you fucking sleazy asshole.
And by the way, there
champion.
I fucked up my timer, by the way.
Champion.
So camera. Don't mind me, but there is another thing being said that, oh look,
I've proved myself to be a champion.
Was like the 20th anniversary or 25th anniversary of Super Turbo, and so it should have been last year, but Evo dropped the ball. Like they were originally planning to do this last year. So now all of a sudden they're making a last-ditch effort to try to get it in this year because they realized, wait a minute, most of the hype for Street Fighter 4, for Marvel 3 have died out, and they want a reason to try to reinvigorate the community. So I can see all these points, and for me right now, I mean, don't get me wrong, things could definitely change. Things do change a lot frequently, but right now,
a lot of stuff changed.
I'm considering. I think it would be too much of an investment of time, money, effort. And
why was he okay with doing this when he was younger and he didn't have YouTube for a job? That don't make sense to me.
Right now, I really don't have a desire
it's DSP,
to get
it
back
don't have to
to
make sense.
Super Turbo or the politics of Evo, SRK, or any more of that.
The politics of the people you used to troll?
I have a lot more questions to answer, and I only have about 10 minutes, so I have to hurry up. Let's see here. WWE TNA Gamer
What?
009 brings up a good point, and he says that next year's
Great name.
WrestleMania 2013 is going
Is that Derek on his other
I
account?
proved myself to be a champion.
I was trying to think of somebody I could make that joke with too. Charles Barkley. He did
held
prove
at the
himself
MetLife
to be a
Stadium in New
champion.
Jersey, and he's
He didn't
wondering
have
if
to
John
win a
and I
championship.
would be interested in attending because they have weekend events there. It's like they have fan
What a
access.
fucking quote.
You've got WrestleMania,
I
and then
proved
usually
myself
all
to
the
be a
indie shows like
champion.
Ring of Honor and the other federations do stuff in the local area of WrestleMania because they know that weekend all wrestling fans
You
are
should
there.
write that speech
I actually
down
had
and
this
give it on the
discussion with John
pre-stream.
Rambo last week, and we were like, that might be something really cool that we can do next year, something unique and
Next
different
year?
and interesting. So
Hopefully
there's a
it
strong
happens.
chance that we might actually do something like that next year.
Pretty
More
cool.
on that, obviously, as it gets closer. Let's see.
No, you dumb bitch. It
Here's an
wasn't
interesting
fraudulent.
question from Lost in the Zone. He says,
Audible
Phil,
Squint
I've been
tipped
watching-
$1, so I just got a $3.33 tip from Angie Crow. He says, Phil, you know Seinfeld was
God
dating
damn
a
it.
17-year-old girl when he was 38.
I do like Audible
Even Woody
Squint.
Allen dated his lawless daughter-in-law. What?
Oh,
What does
no.
that have to do with anything?
With multiple
Stop
boomers
detailing the
involved?
chat.
No, you dumb bitch.
It was a
wasn't fraudulent.
thread I saw on Twitter with boomer ladies too that
Irony
dated.
tipped $1.
Well, no, they married
wants
to really
Pax
young
to give him a
dudes.
panel and not deserve it.
And current, yeah, too.
Doesn't want Evo to favor
Feels bad.
players because they should earn it. Goat champion goat.
And goat champion goat.
watching
Phil Seinfeld,
SSOHPKC a lot recently, and he mentions you quite a bit during his video.
I just got a
Apparently
cheer
your
from
fans and his fans used to fight
DSP
over who was better
Seinfeld
back in the
DSP.
day.
I don't
Is
know
there
what this
anything to
meme
that?
is, but
Well,
thank you
I'm
for the
going to say
cheer.
the same thing that I say every single time I get a question like this. I have no idea because I don't have time to watch other people's videos.
Oh, of
I don't
course.
watch SSOHPKCs. I
What?
don't watch anyone's.
How could
I
you
just
not
have
watch
time to
him?
play games
That dude
myself,
was fucking
put my
great.
own videos up, work on Project
How
7,
dare
work
you,
on other
DSP.
stuff, and that's it. I really
You tried to
don't
dick ride
watch
him years
videos
later,
on
too.
YouTube,
Good
so
job.
I have no idea if he's mentioning me in videos, what the context is of how he's mentioning me in videos. I have no idea. I also have no idea if our fans argue. I get the feeling that a lot of our fans probably cross over. By the way, how dare you watch his videos instead of mine? I'm kidding, obviously. You can watch
You should
whatever
play
you
Mario
want.
Hacks
It's your own
DSP.
personal choice of how you spend your time on YouTube, but I don't know. So that's interesting that apparently this happened. I get the feeling we have a lot of common fans, and
Oh yeah.
that's all I have to say about that. I don't know anything about what goes on his videos because I don't have time to watch anyone's
Oh, of
videos,
course not.
unfortunately.
You had enough time to do everything that you was already doing, though.
Okay,
That
from
you
Mr.
also don't
Garden
have time to do
Window,
now.
I'm gonna
Even though you
summarize
do
what he
less
says.
work
He had a
now.
very long
But
comment.
whatever,
Basically,
moving on.
Mr. Garden Windows bring up an interesting point about Mass Effect 3, namely that there's a day one DLC
Oh,
of an interesting
no.
character. He's actually a
What are we gonna
a
do?
Prothean. So everyone's like,
Oh my
wow,
God.
Prothean. There hasn't been a Prothean in Mass Effect 3 Mass Effect yet.
Whoa,
we've been waiting
Mass
for this
Effect
Mass
3
Effect 1 when they were
news.
first referenced, and it looks like it's gonna be a really interesting character.
Holy crap,
It's
man.
DLC only unless you buy the collector's edition. If you buy the collector's
I don't want to
edition,
buy the
it comes with
DLC.
it.
Oh no.
And he wants to know my
But I
feelings
love
on day
Mass
one
Effect
DLC.
so
Is
much.
that unfair that some people won't be able to get that character and they're going to have to pay at a later date to get that character? Well, my question is this.
The bottom line is
Where
this.
was this uproar and this hoopla when Mass Effect 2 came out? Because the same thing happened. There was that mercenary, and his name eludes me right now, but he was
You're
a
getting
day
mad
one
at people
DLC
you didn't
character
pay
that
attention to,
only bought the
GSP.
collector's edition and had the serverless network.
Jay tipped $1. How dare he insult the Lord
He's
of Mario
angry at
Hacks?
these people he didn't
Unfortunately,
pay
he
attention
outlived
to.
him.
Yeah, sadly he outlived SSOH. Feels bad.
You
DSP
know,
outlived everybody.
PAX or whatever it was. So the same thing happened in Mass Effect 2. No one seemed to care.
Like a really
all of a
annoying
sudden, Mass
boomer
Effect
rapper.
3's out, and now there's like controversy all over the internet. How dare you have day one DLC? Arrgh.
Rabble,
I think
rabble,
it's an incentive, and it's a really neat reason to buy the collector's edition. A lot of the times,
All those
the
crybaby
collector's editions
videos
of these
DSP
games
did
have
about
shit with
DLC
them.
around
Wow,
this
I
point
got
in
a fucking
time.
bow and quiver with Lord of the
Okay.
Rings. That's fucking nice.
Sure.
It didn't help me in the game. At least in this way, Ray, you're paying more money, but you're getting an extra character. That being said, I already in this Ask the King gave my feelings about DLC in particular.
Well, we
and
got
why
another one coming up.
Game of the Game doesn't get the DLC. I think that's annoying.
You better take a sip, you fucking sleazy asshole.
So once again, I can say I see why they're doing it for business reasons, to make more money, and also to make the collector's edition look more attractive to people. Personally, for me, it's not an issue because I'm getting the collector's edition. So you're going to see that content in my playthrough. But I can understand why the common person may be a little annoyed that they're not going to get that on day one. And I think it is a hot topic, and I'm surprised actually this wasn't brought up when Mass Effect 2 came out. He's asking, why won't they give a rational...
Could you imagine how many times he would have checked his phone if this was modern day Phil? This video itself would have been 38 minutes long instead of 28 just because of phone checks. And that's if you pretend the shoutouts don't exist. So if you had the shoutouts, it would have been like an hour. So it's kind of like you're doing the same amount of stuff. It's just chopped up. It's a show, you guys. Ask the King is a show.
They're trying to make money because they're a company, and that's how they make their business.
Leg slap.
All right, I have one more question and then Twitter questions, but I'm almost out of time. I have like 2 minutes left.
What?
So let's do this at turbo speeds. Okay,
Oh,
ready?
thanks.
All right. You're obviously an
Well,
older
it wasn't
gamer.
2 minutes.
You find yourself not enjoying games like you used
Definitely
to.
gonna take longer than 2
minutes.
minutes.
Like them more now. How do you stay motivated on liking a game
It
and just
makes
being able to
me
physically
more
play a game for 46 hours at a
motivated.
time? Personally,
makes
I get
me
veggied out last week 90
stronger.
minutes, and I know when I was younger that wasn't a big deal.
You're
It never
rocking now
happened.
too.
Some older gamers.
This chair actually is a straight up rocket chair, isn't it?
Basically burning out, and it's harder.
Wow, he needs to get
enjoy
one of
games,
these.
Than it was
Fuck,
when
I
we were
need
a
one
kid.
too.
That's from Kev Factor.
One that won't break.
I agree. When I was a kid, obviously you just sit there and just plug away at a game nonstop, and you wouldn't get bored. Now, obviously, you find yourself, okay, even if it's a game you're enjoying a lot of times, after 90 minutes, 2 hours, like, ugh, I gotta take a break. For me, it's not that big of a deal because when I'm playing a game, I'm here in my condo. You don't see this between parts, but frequently I do take breaks. I'll go, use the bathroom, get a
He
drink,
took a shit ton of
get a
breaks.
snack, jump on the internet.
That's probably why his
make
gaming
comments, go to
sessions
my
lasted
website.
19
I have
hours
stuff to
back
do
then.
in between.
You know what? I never really thought about it that way. He always bring up how he played. Now, he did play these games a shit ton of time because you could just tell based on the upload times. But this the same dude. His 12-hour workday basically starts when he starts his first stream and ends when he posts his last batch of YouTube videos at night. That's how he has a 12-hour workday. So these 19 and 20-hour Batman sessions, unless he uploaded exactly 19 or 20 hours, is probably DSP being DSP. He, took a nap, ate some food, went to McDonald's, ate some food, came back home, ate some food, took a nap, called his girlfriend on the phone. She was 18, by the way. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Watched some Seinfeld. Probably took another nap, went back to McDonald's, got some food, then came back and played the game. Whoa, man, I've been working my fucking ass off. It's like a 12-hour workday. God damn it, dog.
And sometimes I do take breaks.
Stop fronting
I
your
find that
moves,
when
shorty.
it's a game with either gripping gameplay or a really interesting story, such as
Gripping.
Darkness 2 or
No, you
Heavy
dumb
Rain,
bitch,
I
it
find
doesn't
it a lot
problem.
easier.
Heavy Rain is gripping.
Ash Campbell tipped $1.
Okay, why
that
not?
Stupid hat really accentuates his head wobbles. Now let's enjoy the self-proclaimed 4th place champ.
The 4th place champion. He proved himself.
Play
To be a
sessions of
champion.
those style of games as opposed to a game that maybe isn't as interesting.
I don't think I ever heard him say that. We probably never will.
But
Again,
it is
I
getting,
proved
I'll be
myself
honest,
to
it
be a
is getting
champion.
harder to do longer play sessions, but at the same time, when I find a gripping game, I find that I'm still able to do it. So,
What, he was
really
working on
motivation
Project
is
7
money,
too much?
obviously.
No,
not
you
only
dumb
that I'm
bitch,
enjoying
it
the game,
wasn't
but I'm making
fraudulent.
money doing it. So,
And it's about money.
The
Well,
fence
wow,
shedder
wouldn't it be?
tipped $1. My name is Phil and I like to shed on fences. I don't like the gripuppy on one side or the other.
Shed on
They are both
fences? The
special in their own
gripuppy.
ways, so I like to
By the
shed
way.
on the fence. I balance on the fence and drop my knickers and shed on the fence. Feels good, man. Panda face no one under 18.
And thank you for the $1. The fence shedder. Panda face no one
it is
under
sometimes
18.
there are games where I'm like, fuck, I have to.
That could be the new
play this
DSP emote
game.
combo.
And sometimes, I do
Yeah,
feel
get
that,
them
but
so
it's
damn
not
fast.
often. Let's put it that way.
Is
Okay.
Panda emotes
Twitter questions. We
like
got 5 of them. We're going to fly
an
through them.
actual
Sorry
panda?
about
Is that band over
This
there?
one's from Purple Narga. He says,
Maybe.
what's your impression of the PS Vita so far? I heard the
Hey,
graphics
PS
are
Vita.
PS3 quality graphics. I've played 2 out of the 4 games I bought for the PS Vita. My feelings are that the screen is fucking huge and amazing. I love the screen on
yeah.
this thing.
Original
the sound
OLED
is
screen?
awful. The speakers are way
Oh.
too small. I can barely hear the sound. That's really frustrating.
He wanted surround sound PS
The
Vita.
controls are really good. I'm liking the controls of the PS Vita so far.
Surround sound
I
Vita.
feel like I'm playing on a home console. Unlike a lot
Look
of
how
other
much he
systems
shit on
like
the Vita
PSP,
now.
The Nintendo DS, they did feel like you were.
He loved it
cheating
at
a little
launch.
bit
Come
'cause it
on.
wasn't as
He couldn't make any
versatile
money
as
off it,
a gamepad for a home console. But that's all I'm going to say about it right now. I really have to put more time into it. And I
When they switched from the OLED screen to the LCD screen, it was really like, what the fuck are we doing here? Y'all obviously don't like this system.
From
Just give up.
Scott Ante, his question is, how do I feel
They
that it's
promoted
been
the
announced that
screen
Mass Effect
a lot.
multiplayer
Redo the system, get rid of the screen.
way
Go fuck yourself.
Drew Pickles tipped $1. Hello, my
Oh,
name
no,
is
this
Drew
dude's
Pickles,
back.
and I have returned to once again rattle the rainbows of Phil Burnell with my mastodonic 300-mile-long unicorn like ha 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 sex with pigs ha 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 feels so good ha 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 flowers ha 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 bag. That was well.
That was well. Big ups to Drew Pickles.
Single player.
Thank you for the
Basically, you're going to be able to earn experience points and stuff by playing the multiplayer.
It's sad because I just see the
weapons for
image of
campaign,
the cartoon character.
rather than having to do every side mission in the game. Well, I
Furiously
think
typing
the
in his
reason they're
computer.
doing that isn't necessarily because they want you to skip the side missions. It's because they want some incentive to play the multiplayer. They're afraid that people are going to say, the multiplayer is just tacked on. It's a write-off. There's no reason to play it. They're giving you a reason to play it
No, you
now,
dumb
so there's
bitch.
some
It wasn't
incentive.
fraudulent.
So I actually think that's
Dave Chamberlain
ingenious of
tipped
them, and I think that
$1.
that's
I'm
actually
with myself, cause these frog is yes men. I'm DSP the bad man. Tevin be my illegal streamer. High off this earth with this gout mang. All this gold dust I swear I got cold mang. Like Batmang with a PayPal. Trolling PAX West like Green Goblin.
It's pretty good, dude. Thank you for the $1. Dog looks panicked again.
something cool.
Smell of hands. Let's see.
Renee,
2
Renee
minutes, by the way.
Donnet wants to know,
5
will
minutes,
I
apparently.
play Mass Effect 3 multiple times to get multiple endings? This game
No.
supposedly has multiple
Wait, did that
endings.
happen? I think it
And I
did.
can say this, since this is the end of a trilogy, one of my favorite trilogies of video games ever, I may take the time to try to unlock multiple endings, but we'll see about
I don't
that.
know if he hated Mass Effect 3 or not because it's
Orsberger
DSP.
says, what is my stance of if someone
feel
wanted
like
to
he
make a
did.
film based on my life? Would I be against it or support
Oh
it?
my god, this is a pre-stream
I guess
question
the question
now.
would have to be, I'd have to see the script, I'd have to see what about my life. Is it an inspirational movie? Is
The
it
incident.
a funny movie? Is it
A movie about him
slanderous
jerking
movie?
off.
You know what I mean? But let's be honest, who the hell's going to ever make a movie about my life?
That's pretty much his same
ridiculous.
answer,
It's a guy
too.
Who plays video games and makes money doing it and has a lot of fun and entertains a lot of people. I don't think it's anything that's warrants a movie. That's just my personal
I don't know,
opinion.
DSP. Back then, you
Final
thought
question from
the
random
fact that you played the
videos.
game made it
Do you
worth
think
more
you
money.
would allow me to create a video banner for the top left corner of your videos? The bottom line is, I'm not sure
Bottom
what
line
you
is
mean,
this.
but if you go to my website, thekingoffaith.com, there is a forum thread there for logos and submissions of this sort.
Bottom fucking
You can
line.
put stuff up there. People make backgrounds. They do logos, banners all the time. That's where you should put up a thread like that and submit it, and then I'll take a look and let you know if I like it or not and if I'm going to use it. I don't really understand what you mean by a video banner or a banner for my videos, so submit it there and we'll take a look.
Banner?
That's it for
And
this
that's
episode
it.
of Ask the King. It was super
Holy
jam-packed with
shit.
content. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be doing another one.
Okay, we done now. This is pretty much the end of the stream. But I do have this, shit. Okay, I got it now. Hey, remember DSP? Remember DSP sponsored stream? And he did the thing for the people and they kind of hated him? Yeah, they're still working on that game. I didn't watch the trailer yet. I liked it because I'm a very positive individual, as you see. It currently has 87 views. Why not? Give them some constructive feedback on their phenomenal, possibly trailer. That link might allegedly work. We have one comment from Sleep Rocket. Oh my God, what's wrong with their necks? They reply, I don't know why. This is making me laugh so hard. XD. It officially launches July 30th. Get the season pass for 33% off from July 24th to July 30th. Is it on Steam? Oh shit, I screwed myself over. This is all confusing, dude. None of this works this way. Oh yeah, speaking of giveaway, you could join my giveaway. Did I go in a circle? We're not about to do this. We're not about to do this, sis. It's too complicated, dude. It's bugged. Okay, it is on Steam. 5 user reviews. Did they get it for free? What? Sorry, guys. This game is too early, even for an early access game. Not enjoyable. And then it's like
No,
you
you
have
dumb
combined
bitch, it
many
wasn't
games in
fraudulent.
one game. Oh, this is back when DSP
Phil
played it, though.
Burnell tipped $1.
Yeah,
Cat is sleeping
August
downstairs
2018.
because she'd been gagging and choking all day.
It changed since
It's
then, dude.
Tevin's fault. Those damn
it's
darkies
been in
keep
early access
swooping
a
in
long
on my
time.
maids. My bank account
Eh,
is
that's not too
overdrawn,
bad.
and if I don't get some support in the next few days, I could die. So please tip me.
I think the game I can never say the name of the correct way. They need your help, dude. ELO? Elo? Hello, mate? Hello. There you go. Hello. Hell, as a choice-based episodic narrative sitcom about a kid trying to go pro in today's esports industry. Hang out with friends, grind, echo, star, play mini games, and see what it's like to become a professional gamer in this booming industry. I hope you're excited. We should definitely be. We should be excited. Oh shit, I got captions on too.
Hanging out with my friends, gaming with no
But this pretty much ended the stream. Thank you for showing up.
But now the stakes have changed.
Oh god, did they tell us anything about the game? It's a very interactive trailer. Big ups, Brian. And they made him black too. Wait a minute. Dude, this song is something. I don't think the footage of DSP playing exists anymore, huh? Because it's not on his channels at all. I don't know if Mr. Huss stuff uploaded it. And the video, when I watched it, I would have to go back and find it and make it public. I should do that now.
Some discussion saved up for
It probably would take like 5 minutes of effort to go back and find that stream and make it public. I'm gonna write it down. That way I'll do it. That way I can do it. You just fucking write down ELO. Hell, I'm never gonna have any other reason to write that down. So big ups to that weird stream last year, I guess. But yeah, they're still working on that game. It's still in early access, but they have the sitcom launch trailer. Pretty cool, right? And you can get the season pass, dude, for an amount of money. 33% off of Phantom number. It kind of reminds me of DSP Patreon. $20. Wait a minute. How much the game cost? You have to buy the season pass to play it. Is it really a season pass if that's the case? I have to be reading this wrong. I'm becoming toxified. This is how we could do it. Well, if it's the season pass, it's just... Sure? I guess we could say it worked that way.
Thanks for coming out to the
Oh wow, a
EchoStar
trail actually
Midnight
played in the correct resolution.
So is Elo Hell like another MOBA?
Says the guy stuck in silver? I don't think so.
Honestly, mate, you really need to get into EchoStar.
Wait, does the real voice acting?
The Lansorians are way cooler than the humans and their robotic designs.
EchoStar could be my calling.
Are you guys excited to finally play the game?
How much of that was the voice acting and just some dude? You have to play the game to know. Obviously. As you see, it has actual gameplay. The screenshots do wonders. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I can do for you. Look up gameplay footage and you can watch Let's Players play it. Like DSP? No, not like DSP. Somebody probably got a copy of that shit. Let's see, that's not right. Oh my God, it actually is. Big ups to Clean Susan, I guess. But thank you for showing up to the stream. I'm gonna probably stream on Mixer again tomorrow. Don't know if it's gonna be during the day or at night. I'll figure something out. I was gonna do it tonight, but then I wanted to watch that other thing to see if he talked about Panda Lee. And I'm very disappointed he did not. But big ups to DSP, the best human in the world. He had a brand new girlfriend in February of 2012. And in February of 2012, the following Q&A after he got the girlfriend, answers no questions about her, only brings up the first time as an excuse. I can't do something you want me to do because I have a girlfriend. You fucking incel. And we also learned he's a proven champion because he feel good about himself, I guess.
I actually have to turn off the stream, don't I? I'm like, later and peace out. Lean back. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I have to turn the fucking stream off. Duh.